Shit, what was it? Oh, it was a can. Okay.
What?
Ah! Okay. More cans.
What happened?
Oh,
Why
no! Oh, there are a bunch of cans on the back of my desk. Okay.
Why are the cans attacking you?
I don't know.
What do you
Angry cans. That's
Angry
Do you
canned.
not recycle?
That's canned anger right
I
there.
told you to recycle, man.
I do, though. I do my part for the environment. What do you want from me?
It's not about the environment. It's about the fucking
$1,000.
cans. They're gonna attack you.
Oh, that is that all? Okay.
And we live.
Speaking
We
of protecting the
live!
environment, welcome to Gateway Episode 5, everybody, where the environment has surely not been protected.
Oh man, every
Whoopsie
safety
doodle.
code broken at least 9 times.
It's true. Well, this is
That's on the
Episode
low end.
5.
I blame
my gosh.
the millennials.
It's true. Probably our fault.
Mm-hmm.
But
Everything will be. Gen Z
Everything
is
will be.
innocent.
Indeed. All right. Well,
Indeed.
shall we go around the horn and tell people where they can be found? Let's start with you, Lanny Pator.
Excuse me.
Nah, come back to me.
Wow.
Uh,
Wait, seriously,
I-
that wasn't even
sorry.
that good. Sorry, Lonnie, go. Looney.
Looney?
Me.
Lonnie Tunes.
Looney Pater.
So, I'm Lanny Pator. You can find me pretty much everywhere on the internet at Lanny Pator. Especially this Monday, be a very special role-playing Monday because it will be the launch of the beta of this system that we've been playing here for Gateway.
Oh, shit.
So, for anybody that's been a patron over on TFS or subbed over on TFS or on my channel, you will have access to the early beta, which I'm still contributing to, but we're at a point where we want some player feedback. So join in on the stream this Monday for Roll With Me. We'll be doing a special one-shot for this system as Caitlin is still horrifically bogged down with work.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Just take care of yourself. And
I want you to be alive when I see you again.
it'll be a very fun one-shot, as I told Connor earlier. I'm thinking
If
of
you're
doing.
alive.
Okay,
Okay.
I can stop talking. It's cool.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, so rude of me. Go. Yeah. Go.
It's gonna be a very fun one-shot because, as I told Connor earlier, I'm doing something, maybe a little Devil May Cry themed. So pop in, see how the system works. I'll be introducing a new-ish mechanic that will be added to the beta shortly thereafter, and hope you're having fun. Twitch.tv/Lanny Pator, everywhere else at Lanny Pator. God damn, Glasserus, what's up?
Whoa.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Goodness. Thank
Also,
you, sir.
you couldn't see it at home, but when the moment you said Devil May Cry, I was just like, had this mad grin, and I was just nodding at my camera.
Oh my god.
Dude, I got
Yes.
Rebellion sitting behind me here, like, at all times. Like,
Oh, I've got Red Queen sitting above me.
hey, look at that.
Hey.
Hey.
I had
love
no
you.
idea. Where do you get a replica of Red Queen?
Probate gave it to me, actually.
Hell yeah.
For my birthday 2 years ago, I think.
Oh.
Poor
Yeah.
dude's going through a lot right now. Like, he was
Yeah.
down here in the freeze in Texas, and he had to get, like, displaced because his plumbing just could not handle the freeze. Poor guy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
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 Oh no.
Hope everything starts turning around for him soon.
Like,
Yeah.
raise your
He's
hands
a
in
good
the air
guy.
to charge probate spirit bomb.
Yeah, he's a good
Aw.
fiend. Send Probate your love, everybody. All right. And Sarah, where can they burp you?
I'm on Twitter, Sarah with an H and with an E. Willie. Despite the fact I seem to be real chatty tonight, I don't have much to talk about. So please continue.
Well, all right then. We'll move on to Caitlin. Where can they find you?
Hi. You can find me all over the internet at Boobs McBalrog. If it's on Twitch, it's Boobs McBalrog with zeros instead of O's because Twitch doesn't like boobs. That's
Note.
me. Hi.
Just no taste. And last, but certainly not least, hey, Mr. Rabbit.
Hey, Sir Connor.
Where can they
Oh
find
yeah,
you?
where can they find me? Oh man. Hey, you can find me on twitch.tv/Hey Mr. Rabbit and Twitter at Hey Mr. Rabbit. I stream Monday through Thursdays. I play horror games, retro games, and RPGs. Currently playing Evil Within and Yakuza 7 right now.
Ah, great games. So I hear.
Quite the mix.
Oh, like I was having a bad day, so like I was like, I gotta play like a game that always cheers me up, and I went to the Evil Within, and like one of the things that like somebody said was just like, how the fuck does this cheer you up?
I'm having a bad day. I'm gonna go get murdered by a dude with a safe on his head. You know, just
I'm
like,
having a
wrapping
rough
barbed
day.
wire for a bit.
Oh, are you talking?
Having a great time.
He's like a mini mascot for my channel. We always call him Safe Lad. Safe
I'm
Lad.
safe, lad. I'm
Safe
having a bad
lad.
day. I'm gonna go to the brain wiggler.
The brain wiggler.
Oh.
I know the feeling though. I was feeling kind of like bummed a little bit ago, and I started up Arkham Asylum, and now I'm just playing through the Batman series whenever I'm not doing any of the scheduled stuff on Twitch.
I can't think of like Apex. For like the first episode, I always thought of Apex as like Batman ... but with a mouse skull head. Like
Yeah, tribal
Who's Bra-
Batman.
tribal
Ramen
Batman.
man. Oh my god.
Ramen Man?
Yeah, that's
Ramen
pretty much,
Man.
Man.
Not to be confused. Not
Ramen
to be
Man.
confused with Man Brahmin. That's a Brahmin that got. Or that's a man that got turned into a Brahmin.
Other
Oh.
than that, I've been looking at I've been trying to get my tax stuff, trying to find out where the hell it is, and just taking care of the fam, just doing what I can over here in nice cloudy Ohio.
Yeah. Excellent.
Wait.
How about you, Connor?
Yeah,
You
what
can
about
find
you?
me-
People find you.
Well, they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/Distortion Devil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tuesday is my tabletop wargaming day with my buddy Luke. We played some 9th edition Warhammer 40k last week, and I was thoroughly trounced. I got the shit kicked out of me. But maybe we're thinking this week I might get taught how to play Age of Sigmar? Not sure what exactly is happening. Backup plan is another 9th edition game. It's probably going to be my Astra Militarum versus his Orcs. And he's never played that faction before, so it would surely be interesting. Friday is Friday Funhouse, where I just have a blast playing whatever I feel like with whoever decides to show up. Played some Valheim with Monty Glue and a couple of other fantastic friends, Caitlin C37, Princess Boots 22. That was a lot of fun. Valheim is an amazing game.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Saturdays, shortly before this or the Prince Division, which you can find next week at this time, I play Yakuza Kiwami 2, and I gotta say, whoa, every time I play this game, I am just so amazed. It's such a good game. Yakuza is a fantastic series. If you haven't picked it up yet, the entire series now is on, aside from a couple of spin-off games, including one that we don't talk about, are on Steam, so there's no excuse not to play them.
Yakuza is like my favorite J drama, and then it's just intermingled with just like dumb meanie bullshit. Like every time.
Right? Yeah.
like you cry, and then you cry, and then right after you get in a bike and you collect cans and bum joust other people.
No, literally, I just got finished with the Cabaret Club Grand Prix, where you gotcha game a bunch of girls and make them talk to people, and then Majima showed up for some reason, and then during the story mission, Kiryu got stabbed, and it's just like, what the fuck? And he's walking around with like a knife in his gut, and I was like, I was just talking to a bunch of pretty women earlier. What the hell happened?
What is my day?
That's happening on Saturdays and Sundays. You can find me either playing Half-Life Alyx. I'm about halfway through that one. Or I'm playing games with the Harbingers, the community over at Dead House Sonata's community Discord. And if you hadn't heard of Dead House Sonata by now, well, I guess you just really haven't been paying attention. I literally plug it every single. Oh, whoop!
Uh-oh.
I accidentally accidentally posted a link.
You accidentally
You deleted
unplugged.
Dead House Sonata.
You unplugged Dead House Sonata.
I unplugged Dead House Sonata.
Double Dead Sonata.
Oh my god.
I can't believe you.
No, I accidentally sent the Dead House Sonata link in Gaijin Goomba's chat for some reason.
Oopie.
Hi, Gaijin. Sorry.
Oh,
Gaijin is gonna kill you.
He
Guess
is.
you
He's-
Dead House forgotta.
just gonna hear somebody. Just hear Connor at some point, just like off in the distance, like in his closet, screaming.
Yeah. No, Gaijin is going to show up with a samurai sword, and he's going to slamurai me into the dirt.
Slamurai!
But first he's going to say, it's called a katana.
Did you know that katanas aren't even the most widely used samurai weapon?
And I'm like, yeah, I didn't understand that until it was in my chest. Wow.
It's true.
Wow,
It's the
thanks,
bow and it's true.
Gaijin.
The bow and arrow is far.
And also, I've got a
Also the
DM's Guild
spear.
page
You do.
where I make a bunch of 5e subclasses for D&D.
You
I've got
You work so hard. I'm proud of you.
Oh yeah, I've got the Way of Emptiness Monk, I've got the Oath of Joy Paladin, and I've got the School of Finance Wizard that are out currently. And coming out, I've got 2 plans that I'm going to release as soon as I get, as soon as I'm able to. I have the Predator Rogue and the Passion Domain Cleric, and you can find all of those right there. And currently, I believe they're on sale, so now would be the time to pick them up if you're interested.
I imagine every single Passion Cleric looks like Dionysus from Hades. like they all sound like 50s lounge singers. Like, hey there, Tweedlebug.
They've got some interesting flavor behind them. You should definitely check it out when it comes out. But that's enough about me. I've got to go talk about our sponsor, Die Hard Dice. I've got some.
Die Hard Dice.
Are you
Oh
ready?
my God. Tell me.
Are you
okay.
ready? I'm
Tell
about
me
to
in great excruciating detail. I'm
I'm
ready.
abo-
Pins and
I'm
needles.
I'm about to AS your MR. Are you ready?
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gosh,
That is
good.
that is 2 tins full of wonderful handcrafted Die Hard dice from our sponsors over at dieharddice.com. They've got some amazing looking dice coming down the pipeline. I've gotten a special sneak preview of them, and I gotta say, if you're a fan of some sleek looking polymer dice, then definitely keep an eye on dieharddice.com.
If you're a dice having son of a bitch, this is the dice for you.
It's true. You can find all of that over at dieharddice.com, including dice trays and carrying cases as well. And if you use the coupon code EXPECTMAR for the month of March, you can get 10% off your entire order price. And that is not insignificant,
No, it's not.
At all.
especially if you buy those big treasure troves that are just a whole bunch of dice. They're like $70. Put this code in. It'll be less than $70.
Absolutely. Do you want like a trove of dice that you can just fill your neighbor's mailbox with to fuck with them? Here you go. Make it happen. You didn't get it. You didn't get it from me though. I will deny it up and down. We'll delete
Then
the
they
bot.
need to make a dex check, or else their lawn will be covered in
It's
dice.
true, and they'll have plenty of dice to make that dex check with at
Oh my
dieharddice.com.
Piss off, dude. Piss you off. Just throw a bunch of fucking D4s in this lawn. Just the grass grows about every time he walks out. Just caltrops. all
Scatter
the
them
time.
like caltrops, yeah. All right.
Oh,
And with that out of the
man.
way, I've got a bunch of people in our very own community to start thanking real quick with bits and subs before we get started here.
Let's get going.
The Robard, thank you for the 8 months of Prime subbage. Insert Dead House Sonata pun. Aha, you got me.
Oh man, funny.
Oh, funny pun. Crazy Tail 30, thank you for the 11 months at tier 1. By chance, is the Apex's artwork like Rob Liefeld or Jack Kirby?
Yes. I don't know who those are.
Long dead artists. Drago Soon, thank you for the 5 months. Yo, happy radiated fun. Aha! Yeah, fun. That's what we're going to have. Sergeant Tucker, thank you for the 8 months. Did you guys learn what the thing is? Because you still have to do it. Yeah, The Thing is a movie about an alien.
Yes.
Kurt
That's a good
Russell.
one.
Duh.
I have a picture of that really happy husky, and he's just in the corner of a room, and everybody in front's talking, and then the dog saying, "They don't know I'm the Thing.
They don't know how good of a boy I am.
They don't know how good of a boy. Now I have arms. I can pet them."
Pyrotic Napalm, thank you for the 6 months. Nitros Uwu, thank you for the 2 months. I know this show is the apex of comedy. Absolutely no synthetic laughs, just pure insane fun.
Hey.
Aha.
And Alvin.
And Alvin's there too.
Alvin's there too.
Oh yay!
Man of Many Faces, thank you for the 3 months of subbing. Been watching since episode 1 of the Unexpectables. Whoa. That's way back then. Now that I'm out of college, I get to help support the show. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much for sticking around for so long, Man of Many Faces. Bob Ross 9. They made 8 more. Thank you for the 2 months. Oof. Wait. There we go. Offbreaker John, thank you for the 100 bits. What a day. I got my late-ass Christmas gift from my brother, and it's an SH Figure Art Common Rider Cross Z build, and a new episode of Gateway. Also, Batlan.
Yes. The Batland.
I am the Bat.
Hey, I'm the bat. God damn it, you're not the bat.
I am vegan. I am the knife. I am Batland.
Oh.
C. Vanders, thank you for the 100 bits. Just got done cooking and eating a pan-seared steak with a glass of bourbon. I get to see you guys now, so a great day for me. That sounds like a fantastic evening, C. Vanders.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so
I'm
much for
eating
sharing the
out-of-season-
love.
I'm
for
eating
that one.
out-of-season cantaloupe.
Oh, God. I don't even
Oh.
like regular cantaloupe. It just
I-
sounds horrific.
Then
I-
you'd hate this.
I bet.
I ate bread.
Foscar the Not So Great, thank you for the 500 bits. I think I know what happened to Phil, and if it's any bit as gruesome as I think it is, I don't think I can stomach it. Wait. There we go.
There it is.
Oh, it makes so much more legit.
Dusk Ninja Kenji, thank you for the 300 bits. Hey guys, your game has made me want to go back and play Fallout 4 and do a Hitman-style stealth run as Tenzin King, Secret Agent and Man of Mystery. Ooh.
Half of Fallout
Excellent.
4 is in your head.
Real meta. Thank you for the, oh my god, 20,000 bits. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. Oh, that is so generous of you, real meta. Guess who got paid double overtime? Whew. Granted, it's been building up for like a month, but still, this is literal years of being around in the crew and community. I love you all. Yes, even you new people, and also Lanny.
I understand.
Oh.
My god, dude. Thank you so much for your generosity. The 20,000 bits. Oh my god. Zilban, thank you for the 4 months of Prime subbage. Polka King, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Thanks you for reading my jokes, even if they aren't that good. I try to make a joke related to the campaign, but it might lead to some fallout. Ha ha ha. Oh, it's funny because...
Oh.
I like their.
Thank you for the 1,000 bits, Polka King. Thornton 6,000, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Magical Trevor. The tricks that he does, I hear, are ever so clever. Big Art 61991, thank you for the 11 months of Prime subbage. Sweet. Hellfang Wolf, thank you for the 100 bits. If you've played as several ex-Yakuza and a mad dog to fight the dead, you'd be the phenomenal game Yakuza Dead Souls. No, that is not a phenomenal game. That's the one that we don't talk about, Hellfang Wolf. Even though it has possibly the greatest cutscene in all of game.
It really does. The one of the zombie and Majima just looks over at the zombie, the back of the zombie movie, the back to him.
Indeed. Thank you so much for the 100 bits helping. Well, Zenlita, thank you for the 300 bits. If the game is set in a badly maintained hotel, it would be Bedlouse Sonata. Ugh.
Oh.
I want to let you know for the past 2 weeks, that's all the gateway has been in. No actual memes.
I regret nothing.
Swapping Dead House Sonata puns back.
I know what I've done.
Avaxalander, thank you for the 500 bits. A game where the dead fight the living? What a twist. M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh my god.
Big Red Behemoth, thank you for the 55 bits.
What?
At this point, this joke is dead horse kicked Lotta.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
no.
All right.
That's
Okay.
the capstone.
I like that one. I like that
That's
one.
that's pretty good.
All right.
All right.
Oh, thank you so much for the 55 bits, Big Red Behemoth.
That's a pretty good one right there. Oh, yeah.
Viridian Winter, thank you for the 95 bits. Woo! Gateway! 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 Dusk Ninja Kenji, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to DR6616RD. Gorilla Geek, thank you for the 80 bits. Can I join Apex's tribe?
I don't have a tribe.
Oh. Mr. Nani, thank you for the 11 months of Prime subbage, ready to close out the week listening to one of my favorite shows. May everyone's dice be blessed tonight. Hopefully. Man, hope you don't run
that'd be
across any
cool.
more rad roaches. Probate, thank you for the 1,000 bits, dude. Going through the motions right now. Have fun, gang. Hope you feel better soon, Probate.
Yeah, dude, take care for real.
Know that we love you and we're all here for you, dude.
Love you.
Take it on easy, homie. Go ahead
Ed.
and wear your headphones.
Ed765 Super, thank you for the 100 bits. If there was an undead singer whose Master Chen's former... Okay, this one's going to be a bit of deuce.
Do it.
If there was a new undead singer whose Master Chen's former second in command and a master of dark magic, they would be Dead Claws Sonata.
Wow.
That's it! I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
Ed765 Super, you've just sealed your fate. Thank you for the 100 bits.
Thank you and goodbye.
Kitty Cat Gundam, thank you for the 5 bits. Is Roll20 going to be nice tonight? We'll find out here soon.
Well, that'd be
Mick
cool.
Dave, thank you for the 2 months. Oh my god, I almost missed the start, but you didn't. And also thank you for the 5 gifted subs to the community. Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Is there going to be a Sephiroth spinoff? Yeah, it's going to be called Sephiroth Dirge of Cerberus. Lots of Me the Robot, thank you for giving a tier 1 sub to Muffin Mage 9. Nom Nom Goblin, thank you for the 205 bits. Connor, are you going to drop a centaur on us? You got to tell us if there's a centaur or it's entrapment. Also, Zayden's. You'll find out. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I am. Increasingly, the more you say it.
Don't worry
I
about it.
win. That's not
Don't worry about it.
More concerned
Not
now.
Dante, thank you for the 100 bits. Gateway Hype, loving the campaign. We need more adventures of Kirk. Oh, he's around.
He's around.
Don't worry. You might run into him again.
Oh, great.
Grimmelos Prime, thank you for the 250 bits. If the game were about Pokemon exterminators, it'd be Dead House Rattata.
I'm getting my shoe.
That's in the 99th percentiles of Dead House Sonata puns.
Armageddon, thank you for the 245 bits. If it was narrated by JR, it would be Dead House by God.
Oh,
By God.
wow.
Okay,
You
that
can
was
please the undead to
Wow.
fight the living.
Oh my god.
And finally, we have. Sorry,
Do it,
I was
do it,
just
do it,
I was
do
just stunned for when I saw what it was. Thank you for
Okay.
the 300 bits, Zenlita. If the front man to Limp Bizkit started the game, it'd be Fred Durst's Sonata.
No.
Oh, these just keep getting better with
Ah,
time.
Jesus Christ. Thank you for the 300 bits, I guess.
I hate
Hellfang Wolf, thank you for the 500 bits. You missed this one, but if you played as a group of assassins inhabiting one body and fought a terrorist organization, you'd think I'm crazy, but that's the plot of Killer 7. Now go into the wasteland of madness. Indeed, thank you for the 500 bits. And Oathbreaker John, thank you for the 100 bits. Please, no more puns. I don't know how much I can take. Please stop. Don't worry, we will right now, because that's the last bit drop I'm going to read. Thank you so much, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get it started here.
We'll catch you back up at the break. That means you, Akazar.
Let me just take a little sip.
Sippy.
Yeah.
I'll
Of
tip you
water?
a bottle cap.
Last pool before we start. Ah, that's good. All right.
Welcome back to the returning adventures of Louise, Alvin, Cynthia, and the Apex in Gateway. When last we left our intrepid group of wastelanders, they had met up with a ghoul named Gov, who was looking to secure St. Luke's Hospital for his comrades, who call themselves the Harbingers, an all-ghoul group of mercenaries with a mysterious leader with the goal of evening the playing field for ghoul kind. After a harrowing encounter with a trio of souped-up Brad Roaches, our group of wasters had managed to secure the equipment Gov was sent to find. After scavenging St. Luke's Hospital, they parted ways with their new acquaintance and made their way towards Vault 85. What will they find in the long-abandoned fallout shelter? Find out now on today's episode of Gateway!
So, as you'll recall, let me just get the world map back up here.
Alrighty.
I'll play a little bit of ambience here.
Hooray. Ambien.
Play some Ambien. It's just
Play
a
some-
bunch of just tired chimps yelling.
Monkey.
So, as St. Luke's fades off into the distance, you continue your walk. You notice a couple of other buildings off in the distance as well, much, much larger than the hospital you were just at. Yeah, I'll bring that up. Let me just pull up my map. There you go. Just across from St. Luke's, you notice another set of large buildings as well. But they are off the beaten path that you are on right now. Your current juncture.
What time is it about?
Right now, sun is still a bit high in the sky, but it's starting to set.
Okay, so we'll travel a bit and try to find a place to stay.
Okay.
Would we likely get to the vault before the sun goes down?
If you hurry, you could approach there by nightfall. But the only source of light you have is your Pip-Boy at the moment. That and the
would,
stars.
The Pip-Boy would also be something that would draw attention to us if it were a light
true.
source at night.
We could just fire bullets as we walk forward, and the flash of light will lead our way.
That's
true.
true. And
That-
also,
that it
keep away the bears.
Yeah.
would scare everything
Probably.
around you.
Who's gonna?
Oh, but let's not, I guess.
Cynthia's like, I got a light. Kicks it on full auto. Just walks
I can see.
Trail of bullets. Trail of bullets for like 15 miles.
Like a Second Amendment Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, exactly.
So as you come to
knew
this
it.
crossroads,
Now, you said you were going to put up the Pip-Boy map? I don't see the map.
Yeah, I
Ah.
just see a car.
yeah, here we go.
There's a-
Give me,
there's
A car? There's a car. Can I drive it?
Give me just a moment here. I'm
It's
going
only
to-
a picture.
It's a picture.
They're all dead.
How long have we been staring at this billboard of a car?
Long enough.
Let me just go ahead
Dingles.
and take us over. Herp.
Whoa.
There you go.
This is like someday.
Also, just I made a bit of an error.
Oh?
Last time, I told you that they were holed up. That the Harbingers were holed up in Lambert Airport. That was a mistake.
Okay.
I meant to say the Spirit of
Okay.
St. Louis Airport.
Ah, I've been to
Okay,
that one.
Let me. Spirit. Okay,
Ugh, can't spell. Okay, got it.
got it.
As we travel through, I'm guessing like this is kind of just ruined city blocks right now.
Pretty much, yeah. You see ruined, blasted out buildings around you. Hang on, I'm just
Hmm.
gonna full size this for the chat. A lot of moving parts here. Bear with me, folks.
A lot of moving parts. Pay no attention to the bearded man behind the curtain.
Look at the stream of bullets lighting the way.
Ignore me. There we go. We got it up. All right. So, you come to a crossroads. Where you've just came from, behind you, you see a large grouping of buildings. Appears to be, if you look around, you might notice some signs that say Maryville University.
Hmm.
This might be a good place to find shelter. Make the approach to the vault at night or at morning.
Just go ahead and use it as a halfway point. That's a sound idea.
In case there's anything in the vault.
Yeah, this is university too. Oh, I might be able to find something nice to read in there. Regardless if like they didn't pick it clean or, if they didn't burn up and.
They may still have writing utensils as well.
Oh
Would
yeah.
that make a difference?
All supplies make a difference.
Writing ones in particular?
They can.
No, I can't go ahead and fault that. That sounds like a darn good idea, honestly. Well, golly, what are we doing? Let's go ahead and get going over there.
All right.
Okay, so you're heading over to Maryville University.
Yes.
Why not? I'm not in a hurry.
Apex nods at the unseen narrator.
Excellent.
I want to believe we all see that. We're just like, yeah, sure.
Nah, it's just
You
film.
see my face in the clouds like Mufasa. I live in you. You live in
I
me.
wanna
I'm watching
I
over
want to imagine
everything
you more
you see.
like I want to imagine more like God and Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yes.
All right, so you
Stop
head on over
arguing
to
over the cow and go.
Maryville University. I'll go ahead and reveal that to you.
Ooh, that seems like the opposite way where we were going.
Yeah, that sounds. That's
Yeah, we
not-
were heading towards 80. We were heading towards
And
Vault
we
85,
turned
right?
around completely.
Uh-oh.
Secretly, Louise
It's-
knew. She just wasn't going to say.
It's not too far away from where you're at right now. Actually,
But we would have been
technically-
going in the other direction.
Technically, you would be
Yeah,
down
wouldn't
here.
we be closer to?
Yeah,
Oh,
there
okay.
we go.
There
Are we
go.
following a road then?
Yeah. The road sort of splits off into 4 different directions.
Is it showing? I swear, roll 20 isn't showing up for me.
It's not showing the map for you.
Maybe. Okay. Well, it's not show. Did you reveal the school?
Yeah, but it's not an icon on the map. Not yet.
Oh,
I could
okay,
make it
okay.
one though.
Gotcha. Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
Nope,
I just
doing this.
Oh my God!
Hmm.
Where'd that come from? What the heck?
It rendered like a PS1 era video game.
Excellent. That's just what I needed.
So I'd be Vagrant Story the first time I ran through a wall because it didn't render yet.
All right, so it's gonna take us a little. It's gonna take us a little longer to get to Vault 85.
Well, you're not terribly far away from it. I mean, you're. Like I said, if you hurried, you could get to Vault 85 by midnight. But this is, it's shelter.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to change your minds.
Nah.
I'd rather not travel in the dark.
I mean, Mr. Narrator, you already did all the work of just putting the bill.
I'm not here. Ignore me. I'm just pointing out your surroundings.
Yeah, you are. I think what Connor's trying to say is that, like, basically St. Luke's and Maryville University are kind of like maybe a stone's throw from one another.
They are.
You can swing you can swing a dead rad roach and go ahead and hit Maryville University.
How many buildings look like they're actually secure enough here that they would provide adequate shelter?
Make a wits check.
Ba-da-dum.
Let's roll the night.
That is
11. Very
Wow.
good.
Wow.
Some of the larger structures in this whole sort of university campus thing, most of them are mostly destroyed. You're sure you could find some places to hide out. The main sort of lobby is somewhat intact. It looks like some of the dorms are intact as well. And it also appears that some of the on-campus restaurants are also mostly intact.
We're pretty stocked up on food. Apex would make his way over to the dormitory, knowing that would be where beds might be.
Okay. Let me just go ahead and do something here really quick. Oh. Okay. 1 second.
Sounds a little foreboding for some reason.
It does.
The dormitory is just like
Ignore me.
in the beds, are just like Yagwais all the time.
You awaken the horde, and
Oh god.
You walk up and you notice through your wits roll, because it was so good, there appears to be someone here already.
I approach like very cautiously. Do I get a good look at the? Can I get a decent description of what this person would look like?
Yeah, I would say you could get a decent description. Doesn't look like anything special. This man is the most typical waster that you've ever seen. He's got sort of short, messy blonde hair that looks like there's a bunch of dirt clumped in it. He's wearing rags and absolutely awful wooden sandals that look handmade. He does appear to have a hunting rifle slooped over his back, but he appears to be digging through a pile of refuse at the moment.
Is he inside the building? Like, do I see him through a window, or?
He's sort of on the outside of the building. He's digging through like a pile of rubble to see if he can find anything underneath. He's like tossing bricks over his shoulders.
To anybody that has eyes on me, I'm just kind of like slouching behind a bush right now, and I make a hand motion and just kind of point at the gentleman.
Oh, looks
And
like Apex fail, son.
And I sit crouching, just kind of like hand out, waiting to see what happens. Apex is not the type to approach.
Okay. So you were approaching silently?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like hiding and waiting for somebody else to make the first move or determine if this person's a threat.
Okay. Go ahead and guess it'd be another. You're acting under pressure, I suppose. So this would be another wits roll.
I'm trying to get a read on this individual. Yeah. That's a 12.
Nice.
Whoa.
So you
Nice.
you sort of sink into just not you sink into a pile of rubble yourself, and it's mostly like broken up, no like full bricks. You can easily slide in there.
You just see the Brahmin skull like kind of shifting through the rubble.
I'm just picturing
The
that
eyes-
Homer
the
Simpson
eyes
thing
peering-
where he sinks through the shrub.
The eyes peering back and forth like a cat, like an alligator just above water.
Yeah, you get a bunch of like rock dust on yourself, and you sort of blend into the pile.
I thought Apex just deflated on top of the brick, just.
After a while, the man sort of brushes his hands off on his pants, sort of adjusts the shoulder strap on his hunting rifle, does a bit of a look around, does not notice you, and he sort of wanders off towards. Where does he wander off towards? Where do you wander off towards, buddy? You see a sort of a larger building towards the he begins to wander off to the west towards a somewhat large building. You assume it's some sort of like rec center or something. But he does not appear to have noticed you. He does not appear to be hostile at the moment.
Could I get a read of like his intentions from getting close enough?
Give me one more wits roll.
That was what that wits roll was for. I wanted to know
okay.
what he was. Yeah.
Excellent.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. It's a common enough sight, you know, scavengers in the wasteland. He looks like he was just looking for stuff. You know, there are your companion Louise also is a scavenger, just picking up different types of anything really for whoever asks for it, maybe for themselves sometimes. He just seems to be doing his own thing.
Louise will follow.
Okay, are you following him stealthily?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Give me a wits then.
Oh, come on, I know how to roll. It's been for I know how to roll these things. I just forgot what
Alright.
my wits were. Ugh. Words, I know them.
Everything is all right. We've got plenty of
Yes.
time.
Do you know the secret word?
11.
Ooh, you guys are rolling hot tonight.
That's
For now.
Yeah, sure enough, you've got quite a good sense when it comes to staying out of sight, and you are what are you doing to stay hidden?
Well, it's mostly just big buildings, right? Is there anything to sort of? I mean, he's not really. Doesn't seem like he's too. What's the word? Paranoid. So if I just sort of follow him discreetly, I mostly just if I decide to make contact, I just don't want to get my head blown off.
Okay.
How about if I kind of keep my hand on my gun, not to attack him, but just to be like if I need it.
So you're sneaking behind this man, following along with your hand behind your gun, or with your hand on your gun.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, no, he does not seem any the wiser. He makes his way to what looks to be sort of like a small little coffee shop inside this larger sort of rec center building. And he goes up to some old oh god, what are they even called? He goes up to some old machines for like espresso. He just jostles them around curiously, shrugs, looks under the cabinet, picks up a pile of old world dollars and just tosses them over his shoulder.
So is his back to me?
From your angle, his back isn't to you, but he appears to have his face in some like cupboards underneath a cash register at the current juncture. You get the sense that he still hasn't noticed you from your earlier roll.
Can I get with his back to me? Like
You can wait and see if he turns his back.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll wait a little. Just wait a minute.
Apex is going to stalk the building from the outside, from the windows.
Okay. Are you in the same... So you're not going in the same area as Louise?
I'm not going inside the building, no.
Okay. So you're looking around. Just seems to be your standard sort of rec center building. You see on the sort of the northern side of where Louise is at, where she went into the building from, you notice a library.
I
looks
go
like
into the library.
Yeah, the front entrance has been completely blown off. You are walking through a pile of rubble, but you can get inside the library as light streams in. It's a bit of a haunting sight. Very quiet, very dark, save for the sort of setting sun beams of light that are coming in through what remains of these dirtied windows. And bouncing off of these dusty books.
This campus, all these areas, obviously like scavengers roll through here. If this guy's any indication, how well trafficked does this place look?
This is, from an outsider's view, this place has been mostly destroyed. As you guys walked in, though, it was only then that you noticed that there are still quite a few things intact. It just looked, for the most part, destroyed. It doesn't look entirely picked clean. You could look around and still find some things if you know where to look for it.
Apex is going to try to find the nerd section of the library and see if there's any comic books.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a wits roll.
That's a 9.
Okay. Your knowledge of the Dewey Decimal System is limited, but after looking for perhaps the thinner, more colorful parts of the library, you sure enough end up finding the sort of young adult section of this library, and sure enough, you find the old comic books. Let me just go ahead and look up something here.
I'm going to peruse the shelves and see if there's any I haven't found, specifically anything from Silver Spectre or Grognak.
Excellent. I'm just looking something up here. Don't mind me. This is a bit of an unorthodox roll. Go ahead and roll me 1d14.
1d14, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have to do... is that a thing I can do? Hold on.
You can just type in
/roll
roll 1d14.
1d14. That's a 4.
Ooh. as you peruse the section, you notice a mostly intact issue of The Adventures of Captain Cosmos. You see a handsome man in a tight orange jumpsuit with a big glass bubble over his head, and riding his shoulder is a monkey that has a similar orange jumpsuit and a similar bubble over his head. And the man is wielding some sort of futuristic space-age ranged pistol sort of weapon.
Not usually my taste, but I'll take it. Monkey.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And I replace it, keep saving room in the fanny pack. I replace it with the last issue #1 of Apex, Wildman of the Wastes. Slide it in the shelf, look left, look right, and walk away.
You slide your own handmade comic in there, right where you left the issue of The Adventures of Captain Cosmos. Go ahead and add The Adventures of Captain Cosmos issue number 2 to your inventory.
That means I might still learn what his backstory is.
Oh my god.
Okay. Before we get back to Louise, what are the rest of you doing? What are Cynthia and Alvin up to?
So Louise followed the man inside, correct?
Correct. She's in sort of a recreational center that has a lot of different things in it. There's a library, a restaurant. Seems to be a medley of things.
Can she... I'm gonna try and follow Apex to see
Okay.
what he's doing. At a distance and sneakily.
Okay. Roll wits.
Roll wits? Okay.
Uh-huh.
2d6 plus 2... 11.
We're rolling hot tonight, folks. Rolling hot tonight. Apex, would you have been actively sort of making sure you're checking your surroundings, or would you have been
Only when I was about to put my own book in.
Okay. Go ahead and you as well make a wits roll.
All right, let's see if I can.
I'll say
beat an
this will be
11.
contested.
Yep. I do not notice. 8.
You do not notice, and Cynthia, you appear to be hidden from the Apex.
So
who
you see,
appears-
I slip a book where I grab a book from and I walk away.
In the library stacks, there's eyes glowing, watching.
It's just a very, very peculiar watching him.
And as soon as he leaves, she remembers where he put the book, and she goes to look at it.
Okay. So...
Would you like me to describe what is in the book?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say you walked over and you search the shelves. You see sort of comics that are missing pages or are water damaged or perhaps just faded away with time. And then you notice one that looks distinctly different from the others. And Lainey, what does she see?
You see relatively well drawn. Like, the artistry is not bad. A comic book titled Apex Wildman of the Wastes. If you just on the front, it shows Apex kind of like crouched down, clawed hand out to the side with long protruding, gouging nails coming out of it. The familiar Brahmin skull painted in a fashion, and his neck and back like cloaked in thick black hair. The inside of the comic, if you decide to read through it, details the shadowy creature known as, or the shadowy wild man known as the Apex, who stalks the wastes, seeking to be the strongest there is, the strongest creature in the world. it details the advent of him finding his way to society from the woods and dealing with bears and mole rats and many other vicious fauna as he tears his way through and creating a suit from their strongest pieces.
Got it. And that's what most of it is about?
It does not detail anything about Apex outside of the persona of Apex.
Okay, and what issue is this?
Issue number 1.
Cynthia will then slip it back where she found it, and then sneak back out to join Alvin.
Okay. Alvin, what were you doing this whole time?
Since we're in front of the dormitory and whatnot, Alvin's just gonna go ahead and just kind of peer in some windows outside because he doesn't want to go into a building by himself. Like that's still out of his. He's not confident in doing that right now. But he noticed Louise slink off, and then Apex slinked off to a library, and then Cynthia did. So Alvin, to set the scene, he just, well, I guess I might as well just look around outside, seeing if there's anything outside. Then once we all get up, like maybe there might be a bed in the dormitory. I don't know. And he'll just look through some windows and just see if there's anything of interest that catches his eye.
Okay.
I always did go a place like this. Oh god.
Make me a wits roll, if you don't mind.
Roll 4.
Aw.
Ah.
I should imagine Alvin Sandler. Guys, oh.
Aw.
Hey guys, I found a. Where is everybody?
Aw.
It's like, I found a window.
Oh.
No, well,
The
It's made of glass.
no bullshit.
the centuries of buildup of dust has sort of made looking into these windows just a bit of a chore. They're caked in dust. And whatever light is shining through here is just highlighting more dust that is sort of flowing through the air here.
Oh, shucks. Well, that ain't doing much good for no one. I'll look at the main campus. I do kind of want to go toward there a little bit. Maybe if I walk slower, one of them might come out and they can join me. If not, I'll just run to the front desk and see what I can find and run back out for anything grows at me.
Okay.
That's all I do.
So you're going to walk slowly but with purpose towards the sort of main campus?
Yes, that's what I'll be doing.
Okay, in hopes that someone might rejoin you. And sure enough, Cynthia does catch up to you.
Oh, whew. Hey, Miss Cynthia.
Hey there.
You ain't worried about Louise or Apex or anything, are you? I mean, we could always double back and go ahead and go ahead.
Oh,
and take a look
I
at one.
think they're fine. You know, I was wondering, since
yeah.
you're a mechanic and all,
Yes, ma'am.
this body of mine's not very strong. Is there any way that you could upgrade me to make me more tough? She blinks sweetly.
Well, let's see.
There is a library not far away.
You know, y'all being a set. You know what? If I think it like that, there might be a schematic and if there is, I might be able to go ahead and look in that. If that doesn't work, there might be a directory that shows us around what this campus might be. Now, I bet you they might have something. They might have something that might help us out there too.
That
let's
would be wonderful.
Yeah, let's find out. That way I don't have to go to the main campus by myself. Anyway, lead up.
So as you two
Alright.
make your way towards the main campus, Louise.
So is he? I'm just still. So what's he doing now? Is he? As I said,
He
I would
appears-
like him to turn his back to me.
Sure enough, after a while, he does sort of stand up, roll his shoulders, and turns his back right towards you.
I would like to walk up and plant my shotgun barrel straight in the middle of his shoulder blades.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Uh, seemingly not noticing you approach, he does notice the cold steel being pressed in between his shoulder blades, and you. He goes,
Hey there, friendo. How you doing?
Hi. I wasn't expecting anybody to be here.
Nah, probably not. Do you mind dropping that gun, please? They make me
Ro-
nervous.
Roll charm.
Charm, really?
Yeah, you're trying to intimidate him.
Oh my god.
It's anti-charm. It's Marx.
Oh. alright.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a 10.
Even with the -1 charm. Ha ha!
He swallows hard and just sort of lets his shoulder fall, and hunting rifle falls to the floor.
So, what you doing here anyway, huh?
I'm just looking for stuff.
Well, you're a scavenger too.
Yeah, you're not robbing me, are you?
No. Just sorry, I kind of have to make acquaintances this way these days. It pays to be paranoid in certain respects.
You don't say.
We can be friendly. We can be friendly to each other, right?
Well, I'd prefer it if you didn't have that shotgun pointed at me, but
So if
yeah,
I take the shot away, you promise we're gonna be nice to each other?
I can play nice.
Does that ping my takes one to know one at all?
He seems pretty afraid of you at the current juncture. He does not seem like he is lying.
Then I will take a step back and I will lower my gun. All right then. Understand, nothing personal. Bad experiences in the wasteland.
Okay, yeah, no, fair enough, but yeah.
Go ahead, get
Okay.
your gun. Go ahead.
He takes a minute to catch his breath, and he slowly reaches down, picks up his hunting rifle.
Gets blood pumping though, doesn't it, buddy?
Uh-huh. He sort of looks down at the floor. Hi. I'm Josh.
Hi, Josh. Name's Louise. This here's
Louise.
Phil. She points to her backpack. Don't ask too much about him, though. It's a lot to explain. Anyway, so, got anything good on you?
Wait, you said you're not robbing me.
No. I'm just saying, I've got some friends here with me. If you got some good stuff and we got some good stuff you might want, maybe trade, or I've got caps. Mutually beneficial barter.
Yeah, sure. Just give me a sec. I'm not gonna pull out any weapons. Well, unless you want to buy some. And
We can discuss.
he shrugs off his backpack and sets it on the table and opens it up. And let me just see what this man has on him. I'm gonna go ahead and open a sheet. Here we go. So, let me just go ahead and roll a d20 to see. Okay. So, what he has on him is a rubber ball, a silver coin, Don't mind me, I am also writing these down. He has a broken alarm clock, a pile of bolts, he has 4 rounds of 10mm pistol ammunition.
Okay.
He has a Vault-Tec lunchbox.
Cute.
An Allen wrench. That looks to be pretty pristine in quality. He has a handmade shiv. .15 rounds of .22 ammunition.
Okay.
He has a cactus fruit. Let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And finally, he has a leather cap. He also notes that he has 18 caps himself, in case you wanted to sell something to him.
Right. Is there anything particular about that silver coin?
Actually, yes. Go ahead and make me a smarts roll.
Smarts roll. Done one of those in a while. Ah, 7. Plus 2. No, 2. 9.
Over your course of scavenging, you've heard tale of a huge tribe that pretty much tried to lay waste to most of America. They called themselves Caesar's Legion. And you heard that they had their own metal coins minted as a form of currency. This appears to be a silver denarius.
Does silver have any worth in this particular setting?
Silver is still a valuable metal, so it does have a bit of worth. Although with the downfall of Caesar's Legion, it has become significantly less valuable. It's still silver, though.
Interesting. I mean, there's one thing I know I could get that for, but I ain't giving him that because that's a little too valuable for a silver coin, considering.
Notably, the coin has a depiction of a somewhat handsome, curly-haired man, and it says Caesar Dictator. And on the back, it has 3 men standing shoulder to shoulder, and it says Magnum Cosma.
And the cactus fruit, I mean, besides that being interesting, is that a very rare fruit?
It's somewhat rare for fruits to grow at all. Unless you specifically till soil to be able to you know, create crops. There are techniques that you can do it, but most fruit will mutate and become inedible. You're not really certain of the edibility of this cactus fruit, but he has it.
What do you take for that coin?
The coin? I mean, it's a little bit sentimental.
No? How come?
Well,
No, wait, you said Louise would know about this Caesar's army thing, right?
You would know about the Caesar's Legion and basically everything that some of the rumors you've heard. They've never really directly influenced any of the events, at least not in your state. But they were large enough to where you have heard of them and some of the things that they've done, and they were pretty brutal. They worked off of slave labor. They did not treat women very well. And you basically have heard that Caesar was a tyrant.
I kind of cock my head to one side and raise a brow at him and just go, some personal experience, per se?
He swallows again. Nah.
Is he pinging my takes one to know one?
He is lying. He definitely has some more attachment to this coin than he's letting on.
I will... You know that smile that people do where it really doesn't reach any part of their face except for their mouth? She kind of does that. It basically, she's making it very clear that she does not buy this bullshit for 1 second.
He looks left and right.
She will nod and be like, Tell you what. As I mentioned, are here too, and you do have a few things that I think would probably interest them. But you come meet them. See if they might be interested in some trades too. Don't worry, they're a lot less twitchy than me.
Sort of goes poker faced. And is like, okay, sure. And he'll scoop the stuff back into his backpack and hoist it over his shoulder. I'll follow you.
All right, let's go. She'll stop for a moment and look back, kind of crane her head back her ears like, I am not being creepy. Stop it, Phil. Let's go.
He looks a bit put off, but he follows you.
This is why my charm is -1.
Apex, where are you going?
Scanning through the rest of the library, I probably would have left out like one of the other doors and tried to circle back to the group after.
Okay.
Finding the, I probably would have found the main, like the quad that we were standing in kind of empty because both Cynthia and Alvin have now gone back into the library. So he'd probably sink back into the rubble pile and keep watch, and start reading through Captain Cosmos.
I'll just let your previous wits roll stand for your stealth here.
All right, Apex is basically just a skull on top of a rubble pile right now.
Yeah, you see Alvin and Cynthia sort of walking over to a different building together. Sort of the main campus area, and much closer to you, you see Cynthia leading out Louise. Louise. Sorry, my bad. You see Louise leading out that same blonde-haired, dirty man that you saw earlier.
He no longer has a hunting rifle, I'm guessing.
He still has his hunting rifle slung over his shoulder. Notably.
Do I see the other three?
You don't see. Well, you can roll wits if you want to try and see Apex, but he's hidden.
Nah, I'm good. I'll just
Okay.
give away and be like, guys, I made a friend.
Apex rises from the rubble.
Apex rises from the rubble, and the man behind you goes, "What the fuck?"
Nah, he's fine. Hey guys, this is Josh. I was looking over some of the stuff he's got, and I saw some interesting things. Alvin, you might like some of the stuff he's got. We should do some trading.
Went that way. Apex points towards the library.
Oh, Alvin's not here. Stupid. I thought Cynthia and him were here.
They
Points to the
both
library.
They both wandered off together. They're not terribly far away. You could still see them. But they are.
Apex leads you to the library where they went.
Okay. So you go over to the main campus building.
Keeping his eyes locked on the new guy the whole way.
I'll just kind of lean into the new guy and be like, "Don't worry, he's way more chill than me, honestly."
I don't blink.
Okay. Hi, Josh. Just trying to find some stuff.
I am the Apex.
Nice to meet you, the Apex.
Actually,
Apex-
Josh, that does raise the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Apex nods.
That does raise the question, Josh. Out of the places you've been here, what's a good place to try and find something if you haven't picked it over already?
Oh, gosh. He licks his lips and tries to shake the nerves away, and what he'll do is he'll say to you, just as soon as I pull up the other map.
He's from NES expansion coming soon.
Oh yes, Dead Money 2. Well, if you go a bit further south, there's a super duper mart that sort of not really been picked clean yet. I went there and I got what I could, and I moved on.
How long have you been here?
Here, as in like the university?
Here as in the city.
City? I haven't been to St. Louis. There's kind of, well, I don't know what's going on in St. Louis.
Avoid the north. Slavers.
Uh-huh. He sort of has a knowing gleam in his eyes. Right.
Oh, Josh wouldn't have any interest in that, now would you?
Right. Nope, no interest in that at all. Can't say I feel any interest in slave labor. It's bad.
Apex is gonna make a wits roll against that particular read.
Okay.
8.
Okay. You pick up a bit of clearly he's talking a bit strangely. But he does seem to not have any malicious intent in what he's telling you. He just doesn't want to cause any problems.
Apex continues staring at him.
You have one of those wrist computers. I noticed. I can go ahead and
yeah.
show you where the Super Duper Mart is if you want.
Yeah, actually, that'd be great, thanks.
Okay, yeah. And he sort of sidesteps away from Apex and points at your map. And you know how Pip-Boys work, and he describes the location to you, and you punch it in, and I will reveal the Super Duper Mart.
Decent
Hey,
of you.
sounds good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's go find Alvin and Cynthia. As I said, Alvin, I think, will be real interested in some of the stuff you got. He's a bit of a tinkerer.
Okay. Sure. I think you
Lead the
might
way,
like my
Apex.
wrench.
Apex nods and continues walking, but not taking his eyes off Josh. Like he'll walk backwards if he has to.
Okay. Alvin and Cynthia, what have you been getting up to? You scoundrels.
Hmm.
What have we been doing? Let's see. Alvin is sweeping off like some desks and whatnot, and he's just trying to find like directories and whatnot. Just some things to see if he can't find any schematics or anything about Cynthia.
Okay. So you walk into a building with a large red M on the front of it, and you see a plaque that says Anheuser-Busch Academic Center.
This might do. All right, let's take a look in here. So, Cynthia, I might need some clarification. Whereas might help us look for some stuff. If thankfully, like we might be able to find some books or like a schematic or maybe Robco terminal, something might be able to help us. But in order to do that, I am sorry to ask, but I got to ask some personal questions of y'all. Is that all right?
Of course. Please go on.
Cynthia, when y'all came to like how you are, do you remember where exactly you woke up at? Was it like maybe a town name? Like kind of like Riverside or St. Louis or anything like that. Anything like that?
What information could I give Connor that is vague but specific?
That's
You, from what you've gathered, you woke up in the Commonwealth, not the Plains Commonwealth. You woke up. Let me just do a quick specific search here. You woke up in Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay.
traveled a long way.
So you have traveled quite a long way.
I woke up in Boston.
Do I know what Boston is?
You,
Map
from
must exist.
large maps of the United States do exist here and there, and you could probably, without effort, have found some. You know the pre-war states as they were depicted in these maps. You don't know exactly what they're like or called nowadays, but you know where Massachusetts is.
It's all right. Yeah, Boston, Massachusetts. All right. I think I read about a place like that. A bunch of Vault-Tec stuff and a bunch of other big lab machines and whatnot used to come out of that. And if you've been around for a while, let's see. Alvin just looks at that. He's mastered his power fist enough that he's just stroking the side of his chin with just one armored thumb.
Oh my god.
Let's see. How would I go about this? So Boston, Massachusetts. Synth. That's the term. That's not derogatory. That's what they all called y'all.
Yes.
Oh, synths. Probably synthetic human, maybe something like that. You know, sometimes when Bossman and I go ahead and work machines, go ahead and go here and about. Sometimes cars have identification numbers, like VINs. Machines have identification numbers. I don't want to standardize y'all or make you think lesser or anything like that, but y'all got a identification number of some kind?
You trying to get my number, Alvin?
I mean, Alvin blushes. I mean, you know, I just not exactly your number at all. I mean, I've seen a working telephone maybe one time, but I mean, that was not a real mean guy and whatnot. But and anyway, he rocks me every side. Anyway, no, like a like an identification number might be like 6 to 16 numbers, maybe somewhere on like a maybe with y'all, maybe like a arm, or maybe like maybe like on a foot or something. Ever seen anything like that?
Connor, where would my number, a serial number, be if I had one?
Your
Or would
identification.
I don't know if I'd have one since I know I was a custom.
You do have a designation, actually.
Okay.
Uh,
where is it?
Your designation is sort of enabled into the behind portion of your left chest plate in your synthetic skin that's sort of sectioned off. But you know it by heart. Your designation is S782.
Okay, into the back plate of my chest, correct?
Yeah, it's on the inside of your chest. If you were to basically pull off your skin, you would see it underneath there.
Would it feel dangerous to give my designation to him?
That's a good question.
Give me...
Yeah, that would be something they'd program around if it was dangerous.
Give me a smarts roll.
Okay. 10.
You know that saying anything about the Institute is dangerous for anybody who knows about it.
Well, Alvin, I'm afraid that's a level of personal detail I can't quite give you.
Alvin will think for a minute. Then he'll just like kind of like do a doy thing with his, like, you know, just tap his forehead, just dummy. He's like, oh yeah, that's right, Miss Cynthia, y'all prototype. I bet your prototypes didn't even have them. That's right. Yeah, no trouble at all. So somewhere abouts might be Boston. Okay, that will work well for me. Let's go ahead and see if we can't find any information around in this place that might go ahead and help us find it. Might be able to find a schematic. Maybe I can at least find out where maybe some hard points are. Might be able to go ahead and get something mounted on you or whatnot, or even just find something to go ahead and increase your strength. If I could at least find out what I could, you know, work with without, oh golly, without hurting you. You understand? Then that'd work really well for us. Oh,
She sits down in a nearby chair at a desk and puts her hand on her chin. Oh, I don't mind if you just need to take a look.
I have never been so flustered. Anyway,
Pink eyes for sure.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll meet you halfway on that road. We'll go on ahead and we'll look for a little bit of information. If we can't find nothing, if you can show me within reason, understand. I'll be able to go ahead and maybe find out what's going on with that.
Sounds delightful.
All right, let's see what we can find here. All right, follow me. I'll see if I can find some directories. All right, and that's exactly what Alvin will do. He's going to try to find some directories about synths from around the Boston, Massachusetts area, seeing if he can find any schematics whatsoever.
Without even having to roll, you find absolutely nothing about synths. There is nothing even close coming to what Cynthia is. If you want to roll wits, though, we can see what you might be able to find.
All right. Yeah, sure. And a wits and we will go. 4.
So generally, the directory around here, it's a bit of a mess trying to take in this place. Looks like it used to be pretty fancy, and you're not really sure how to read the directories and the guides and stuff, and you get a little bit lost. You're also a bit flustered from the way Cynthia's talking to you, and that's sort of fogging up your mind a bit.
I was gonna imagine like we show up and he's just bright red.
Cynthia's. Wait, have I been here before? Long ago?
The before.
Probably not here.
Okay. I guess I'll have Cynthia look, since she can tell she just messed up all of his brain function.
Okay, roll a wits.
Let me just
Okay.
read. Arm just flails violently, trying to.
14.
Oh my God.
Poor
So-
Alvin has high blood pressure.
Uh-huh. Poor
That
baby.
is a perfect roll right there. So,
Mm.
with a little bit of help, you guide Alvin towards the robotics section. You know there were pre-war robots and leaps in technology that were made due to the big nuclear industrial revolution that happened centuries ago. And sure enough, you find some like old Robco manuals. And Alvin, as you're looking through these, sure enough, you think you might be able to, given enough time and given some proper materials, you think you might be able to at least make some, not internal upgrades, but maybe some sort of attachments, let's say.
Okay, I like it.
So this is what. Wow. So that's what. Connor, I'm blanking. What's the super bad version of the Securitron again?
The super bad version of the Securitron?
Yeah, what was that called again? It was like covered in camo, and it always killed me in Fallout 3, and I used to swear really loud at it.
Assaultron.
Assaultron.
Yeah, Assaultron.
So that's what those look like. Huh. Well, actually, maybe. And he just looks at the manual and back to Cynthia every so often. I'll tell you what, I might not be able to go ahead and make any internal upgrades to y'all, but with this manual, what I found, it would take a while. We'd have to hole up somewhere and get some good materials, you understand. But I might be able to go ahead and make some great external upgrades to you. Might be able to go ahead and make some reinforcements to your arm. Maybe go ahead and might go ahead and make an external servo you can go ahead and put on. Might go ahead and help with your lifting and whatnot. But
That would be wonderful.
But anything internal, I mean, you'd have to show me all. You'd have to show me all about it. And if you're not comfortable with that, I completely understand.
Hell, I just don't want you to go digging around inside me for no reason.
I mean, I understand. I understand, and I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. I believe Alvin Bronson's not that kind of man. Don't worry. I would not. Scout's honor. He does with the power fits the Scout's honor. Don't worry. I wouldn't do that anyway to you one way or another, Miss Cynthia. But
unless you had good reason, right?
of course, if I had good reason, whatnot. That being said, with the robotics session, we might be able to find maybe 1 or 2 spare parts here. Might be able to go ahead and use something.
That'd be lovely. What sort of parts do we need?
Let's see if I'm trying to go ahead and let's see if I can't maybe get you some good Under Armour and whatnot. Maybe some good reinforcement might go ahead and work. I mean, since your skin doesn't go ahead and exactly heal or anything like that, does it? So maybe if I could go ahead and maybe we'll start small. We'll start slow. Maybe like some kind of protectors, maybe for arms and the arms and hands, maybe the face or whatnot. Because, like I said, if that gets if that gets winged, I don't know how we'd find any replacement skin for y'all. You understand?
Honestly, I don't really know either.
Unless we went back to that old Boston place, but oh gracious, I could maybe point it out to you on the map. I do not know how far that is of a walk. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. What would I have to roll to go ahead and just rummage and root around things?
As you're rummaging and rooting around, you can roll me a wits roll, and while you're doing this, Louise, the
7.
Apex, and a new guy walk in. You roll a 7. You
I'm also
this
gonna
place. Okay, you can roll wits as well. Alvin, you look around.
look. Oh, 5.
Yeah. Cynthia, this place isn't really not
don't know
really
what I'm
well
looking
equipped
for.
not really well equipped for looting. Yeah, you don't quite know. You can't quite find anything at the current juncture. But Alvin, you find miraculously
Miraculously.
35 caps.
Oh.
It's a miracle.
Oh, gracious. I'll go ahead and add that to my search.
It appears to be a lot in a trash can that was laying next to a desk.
Well, I didn't find anything like that. Like I could go ahead. I didn't find any like servos or anything like that, but a bunch of bottle caps in this trash can. Wonder who threw away a bunch of good old bottle caps. Huh. That's good saving there, I'll tell you what.
Might have been when it was still a school.
Y'all exactly right.
Notably,
I can make not thoughts into a sentence right now. Golly.
the trash can you found the caps in was next to a skeleton that appeared to be clutching a bottle in its hands.
Is the bottle empty?
The bottle is empty. Evidently,
Damn.
the man really liked his
Oh.
soda.
Ah, me too, bud. Me too.
As me and Apex and them are walking up, do we see the skeleton?
I mean, there are skeletons pretty much everywhere. You could trip over a skeleton. There are so many of them.
Can't swing around a mole rat without hitting a skeleton out and fall.
I mean, you're used to the sight of seeing old desiccated bodies in buildings like this. It's been hundreds of years since the Great War. Yeah, a skeleton is a common enough sight, especially for you, Louise.
There are many like it, but that one is yours.
Use it for peace.
I can jokingly murmur to Phil, just like, see, aren't you glad you don't look like that? Hey, Alvin. Hey, Cynthia.
What?
Oh,
Why, darling?
Why are you bright red? Did you get burned?
Anyway.
Burned up on the inside, maybe.
Oh, Apex slings an arm around Apex. Who is your friend, Louise?
Oh, guys, this is Josh. You may remember I sort of followed him. He has some interesting things he'd be willing to trade. And Alvin, I think you might want to take a look at a few of these.
Oh, golly. Yeah. Nice to meet
Yeah.
you, Josh. My name's Alvin Bronson.
Josh.
I'm a mechanic out of Riverside.
Apex slinks over to a table and just squats on top of it.
I know. I know what you're thinking. Riverside is a big, long way. But anyway, do you have some parts or anything like that? I'd like to go ahead and take a look at what you got.
Yeah, I got some stuff for you.
Oh, fantastic.
Let's just get it all out on the table here. And sure enough, he shows you his wares, which once again is a rubber ball, a silver coin, an alarm clock, a pile of bolts, 4 rounds of 10mm ammunition, a Vault-Tec lunchbox, an Allen wrench, a a shiv, 15 rounds of .22 ammunition, a cactus fruit, and a leather cap.
I'm looking at the alarm clock, the bolts, and what gauge is the Allen wrench?
Apex just says, "Give me the ball."
I'll go ahead and trade out for you for that ball. Yeah, put that ball up on the table too. Let's see what y'all got.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, so ball, alarm clock, bolts.
He puts the rubber ball on the table. He pulls out the Allen wrench, which the gauge is 11 millimeters.
Ooh, yeah, some
thick-
fine work. 11 millimeters.
Thick boy, right there.
Quick question: This ball is it like a racquetball rubber ball or is it like a kickball rubber ball?
Is it like
Or is it
the kind of
a
rubber ball,
rubber
you
ball like a little kid would have?
got, or is it like against ball rubber? Because I figured
This
it
is
was.
important, Connor.
Very important.
Yeah, this is life or death. Like this will make or break the campaign.
You know those like paddle ball things that used
Yeah.
to be the new hotness? It's
Yeah, it's like
basically that without the paddle.
Yeah, so it's just a dense rubber ball.
Okay,
Amazing.
Apex still wants it.
All right, so he wants the rubber ball. That makes sense. I could go ahead and use it as an insulator or whatnot.
Okay.
You can never have enough bolts in my profession. I'll tell you that one, Joshua.
Sure. I can let go of that for five caps, I'd say.
All right, that works. This Allen wrench really good. Really hard to find 11 millimeter. Where you find him up at?
Gosh, it's been so long. I can't really remember all the places I've been.
Well, I'll tell you what. I got a place in my tool, but I can put that. You go ahead and put that up in that pile too. And that alarm clock. Working alarm clock?
No, it's busted.
No, I might be able to go ahead and tool that back up. Go ahead and throw that back up. Go ahead and put that there. And
All right.
now, hang on. I could maybe use that silver as a conductor. I'd have to go ahead and melt her down, put her in the wires and whatnot, but that's entirely possible.
He looks a bit hesitant when you mention melting it down, but he swallows, nods. Let go of the wrench
Cynthia.
for one cap. Don't really need it.
Hey, that works for me.
Alarm clock.
Let me get a calculator here real fast. So we got, let's see, so 1 for the wrench, 5 for the ball. Didn't know there was a monopoly for balls.
Alarm clock. It's broken, so I mean I could let go of it for 8 caps.
8? All right, that sounds sweet.
How much you want for that cactus fruit?
Cactus fruit.
Well, Phil
was
likes
gonna-
silly, obscure things like that. Consider it a present to him.
I was gonna eat it, but
Oh, how about this? How about
Five is
this?
too
I'll
much for the
trade
ball.
you. How about I trade you a mole rat chunk for it?
oh, yeah.
Mine's probably a bit more edible than yours.
Yeah. Deal on that one. Sure. You can
right.
have it.
I'll give him one of my roll rat chunks for the cactus fruit.
Okay. You have a cactus fruit. It is bright purple and spiky.
Apex slinks over. He puts his hand on the ball and he puts 1 round of 357 ammo on the table.
Oh.
He slinks back to the table.
We're putting that.
Did you take the ball?
Yes. And I gave him a bullet for it.
No, I'm gonna have
Remind me
to
what the
calculations.
remind me what the 15.22 ammo goes to.
He
None
is
of
he
us
is
have that gun,
welcome to
right?
argue with me.
He is welcome to argue.
What did you say?
Oh, sorry. Just real quick. What does the 15.22 ammo go to?
That would go to a pistol.
Because I don't think any of us have that gun at all, do we?
Some rifles can also fire .22, but not a lot.
That's true. Well, that's someone who has a rifle.
You're
Trying to
talking
aim for
like
that.
game rifles or whatnot can use those.
Does Cynthia know what that coin is? Cynthia. Oh, did I cut? Oh,
No.
Yeah, here.
You would not actually know what this is.
Okay. Would I have noticed his reaction about the coin being melted?
If you roll a wits.
I'm gonna find out. 9.
You do notice a bit of twinge there.
Let's see.
Something special about that coin?
Not special enough to not sell it. Just
Might be like, let's see.
Probably just some personal sentiment, right?
That makes sense though. Why don't you take that off the table then if it means so much to y'all?
Sure. It's just a souvenir from a long time ago. Long time ago.
I understand that. We all got our stories. Anyway, like I said, I'd just go ahead and fix up a fuse box. So I get it.
Uh-huh.
All
What's
righty.
special about the coin? I'm curious.
I
Just,
didn't get a face or whatnot. I just saw a coin, saw silver, and I went, "That's electricity."
Just just a souvenir from a long time ago.
What makes it a souvenir?
Well,
Everything's got a story. I mean, you can tell the story while I'm just going ahead and just browsing through your stuff. I think we got a pretty good pile right here. I'm ready to make a sale if you are.
just from when I was in Nevada.
What's in Nevada?
Holy moly, you in Nevada? You came a long way over here, I'll tell you what.
Well, I mean, I gotta find stuff to survive somewhere. Never really felt like settling down.
Oh, man. Hopefully you didn't walk all that way, did you?
Well,
Louise just kind of looks at him the whole time with this very particular sort of like look on her face. But she doesn't really respond at the moment.
Apex is staring at him and just like unconsciously bouncing the rubber ball in his hand off the table.
I'll tell you what, I can speak. I can go ahead and speak as myself. If you don't want to talk about it, I completely understand. Everybody's got their own story to tell. But for what it's worth, I'm glad you're still breathing. Like, I'm glad you walked all the way. Well, hopefully you didn't walk all the way from Nevada. But regardless, y'all here now, You can always go ahead and just, hell, this place is big enough for everybody, right?
Right. And,
That's what I was about.
He sort of slides the coin back onto the table. And that's not really a part of who I am.
Hey,
anymore.
Everybody can always go ahead and do a little fixing. I get that.
Uh-huh. All right.
So
I can let go of the coin for 10 caps.
10 caps? All right. What does that put us all at right now? Oh, I also got a couple of little knickknacks you might want to, if you might want to just barter like that, maybe lower the cap price down a little bit. He put down a magnum. He put down a magnum bullet. I got 3 more of them right here I can put down. I also got this leather hat on my head. If you like it, it might help you if you just walk around out in the shade too. Out in the sun too. That might help y'all out too. I'd be willing to go ahead and part with this.
Didn't he already have a leather cap?
He did have a leather cap.
Oh, he did have a leather cap. Forget what I said. I heard messy blonde hair there. Like, I was like, bam.
He's not wearing it, but he does have it in his inventory.
Let's see. So I got that. Got 3 of these Magnum rounds. You almost have enough for a full cycle. That's enough for a night of a town, I like to say. And after that, that's pretty much all I got. So if you'd be interested in that, what would that go ahead and bring that down with y'all?
You're
I got some scrap too. If you're in the if you're in the mark for
I'm
that.
not really interested in any scrap metal. Not really.
Not particularly. Hey, no, that's no trouble. All right, I'll go ahead and take that off the table for us.
What is it you seek?
That's actually a good question. Is there anything you might like? I mean, who knows? We might have it on it. You don't know unless you ask, after all.
Gosh, better shoes. I mean, I got these clogs that I made, but
I guess I have my good work boots on me, but they're part of his uniform. Y'all understand? It means a lot to me too. So
yeah.
I get y'all. Tell you what, though, I might be able to go ahead and have I mean, this tool belt's got everything from tape to a little bit of glue to everything else. If you mind, I might be able to go ahead and take a look at your shoes. I might be able to go ahead and fix them up a little bit for you.
I mean, I'd appreciate it, but I'd really just like a good pair of boots, you know? If you don't have it, that's I understand.
Skeleton in the room have shoes on?
I don't think any of us have boots per se.
Yeah, Cynthia, you're wearing high heels.
Oh yeah, no. I've got.
Oh no, you're wearing combat boots, right? Right, you're wearing combat boots.
But I'm talking about the skeleton that was holding the bottle by the trash can.
Can I roll scavenger to see if I can find some kind of boots in this room?
You may absolutely roll scavenger. So that is a strange roll, I think.
No, that is a wits roll.
Gotcha. So roll wits.
Out of curiosity, the ghoul we killed a couple sessions ago, did that thing have boots on?
No.
Okay.
Most ferals don't wear much clothes. Any clothes they are wearing are pretty tattered.
Could you imagine just being feral, crazy, radiated, and Donald ducking it all across the wasteland?
Best boots ever.
I mean, if you really want to like amp up your feral army, you deck them out in armor.
All right, here I go.
Skeleton warrior.
9. Not bad.
So, after a bit of searching, you find a bunch of skeletons at a bunch of desks, and you look at their feet, you like lift one up and then let it fall, and the skeleton just completely shatters into a bunch of different pieces. Sure enough, though, you do come across what look to be they're pretty worn, but they are a pair of sneakers that look to be about his size.
Well, they're not boots, but how do these suit you?
Oh, anything would be better than these sandals.
See?
Hey, Alvin, you think you could maybe dress these up a little bit?
Yeah, I might be able to go ahead and see if I can't retool them up a little bit. I'll go ahead and use my Can We Fix It thing to go ahead and try to tool that up a little bit. Here we go, smarting again, if that's okay with you, Connor.
Sure.
Woo! 7. Oh, I can 25% of it, so that ain't bad.
Yeah. You sort of managed to fix them up a little bit. You plug some holes with like some tape. It's not the best job you've ever done. You're not used to working with shoes. You're not really a shoemaker. But you do a pretty rudimentary job patching it up, and he nods in appreciation. Yeah. That sounds great. I'll give you 9 caps for him.
Hey, sounds swell with me. Let's see. So what would that put us in caps for everything that's left here? I could put these extra 357 rounds on the table too, if that'll help you out.
Okay.
I got. I'll say to Alvin, if you need to spot a few caps, I got some too.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Thank y'all.
I don't really have any revolvers on me, so I don't think I want the 357.
Hey, that's fair. I'll go ahead and put it. I'll put it in like just a pouch on the old utility belt. Let's see. So where would that put us? And I'm asking you this because I literally lost count with everything I've done.
So the Apex has practically undersold him with one 357 round.
I feel like a bullet is worth more than a ball. That is Apex's stance.
called-
If he wants to barter, he can make his case.
They're called bullets, not bullets. Thank you.
He
Apex
begrudgingly takes the one magnum bullet.
I I'll hand him the other 3 and go for the ball. It's fine.
Thanks, I guess.
Hey, no problem.
You wanted the
Somebody with a revolver out there who might need it.
silver coin was going for 10. Allen wrench, she wanted that.
Oh, absolutely.
I could let go of that for 4 caps, I guess.
Didn't you say it was a cap? You said you didn't need it all too much.
Sure, yeah, 1 cap.
All right. No, that works well. That works well. All right. So we up to, let's see. So you said 9 for the coin?
10.
10 for 10? All right. So we all up at 11 here. All right. That alarm clock, what'd y'all say for that one? You said 8?
8, because it's busted, so.
I get you. That'll be a fun project later on down the line. All right. So we up to 19 now. And how much you want for that handful of bullets you've been found? Those are good quality bullets, by the way. Good job.
The bolts, gosh, and he just sort of opens up. It's like a shitty cardboard box full of a bunch of like metal bolts. And he shakes it while I look up something real quick.
Behold the wonder of bartering! It's also really good because I can go ahead and scrape all this out of my freaking. Been hanging on to this for weeks! 357 bullets. I'm not wrong, Pearl. Why the hell would I need these?
He pats the box of bolts that just says bolts on it.
Sounds like my dad.
And you'll notice there is quite a bit in there. He says 7 caps.
All right, 7's fair. 7's fair for that. Got a lot of. Are these bolts just of a certain length, or it was just anything you could find? All these different bolts. Also, there's some nuts there too.
Basically, it's a bunch of variable sizes of bolts. It's usually used for repairing stuff.
Hey, works well for me. Any nuts in there? Any fasteners?
No, not really.
All right. Hey, just straight up bolts. Can still work though. All right. And give you those sneakers for 9 caps. That'll put us down here. We're looking at 17 caps so far. That sound fair enough to you?
17 caps for all that sounds good. Almost doubles what I got.
Hey, that works well for me. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and scoop up this stuff. I'll give you 17 caps, and we'll go ahead and call it all. We'll call it all peas in the pod right here. How's that sound?
That sound good to everybody here.
How about y'all?
Louise just,
I'm ready to go.
Louise just smiles.
All right.
Apex is just bouncing the ball and staring.
All right.
He sort of mouth flattens and he gulps again.
How about you? Cynthia? That sound good?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, no, that sounds off swell.
All right.
Alvin will rustle in his tool belt, pull out the 17 caps, plop down on there, and he will obtain the new thingies.
Okay.
Where you headed after this, Josh?
Well, probably I was going north, but if you're saying north is bad, then I'll probably head east, I suppose. I hear there's a settlement a bit east from here. I'll probably stay there for a couple of days and then get moving again.
Yeah, that one ain't too bad. That's
You've been around a lot of places, Josh.
Oh yeah, I'd like to hear about your travels.
Surely you would have known what's in the north.
Here?
India?
In the Plains Commonwealth? No. I practically just got here.
Anything pinging my takes one to know one?
Appears to be telling the truth.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, they all a different region now. What's familiar in one region might be completely alien to them in another.
Yeah.
That being said, the base is survival and just looking around, just trading and just doing well by yourself and doing well by others. I mean, that works anywhere you are at.
Right. Well, if we're done, I suppose I'll just get out of your hair and let you guys do whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah, no
Louise?
problem at all.
Louise kind of blinks and her face resets, and she's like, "Well, Josh, nice to meet you, guys. How about I walk him out and we'll get going too."
Oh, if that'd be real, if that'd be really nice, of you, Miss.
I think I'll be fine on my own if that's
Nah, come on. At least let me at least walk you out the building.
I mean,
you guys, I'll get
Okay.
you guys in a second, okay?
Sounds
The
good.
yeah,
The
sure.
Apex is
All
heading
right.
to the
Don't-
Apex is heading to the dorms.
Don't be worried about her. Don't be worried about her, Josh. Bossman always told me you make a sale, you're good as family.
Right.
Y'all take it easy out there. Y'all stay safe, all right?
Okay. Good night.
Apex bounces the ball one more time, catches it, and puts it in his fanny pack, and he starts walking over to the dorms to try to find a place to sleep.
Okay. Sure enough, it's easy enough to find a place to sleep. There are tons of small little dormitories with several dirty beds on them. You managed
I'm going to try to find a good one, but before I do that, rummaging through what dormitories there are, I'm going to try to find any usable pencils.
Pencils in a university dormitory? Surely you couldn't find.
Usable is the hard one.
There's just a truck full of pencils. Just
Roll
7.
equates 7? It's a bit short, but you managed to find a pencil.
Okay, I pocket that and I find a nice empty room to start doing some sketches, and I use that rubber ball as an eraser when I need to.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
Okay, that's gonna be a bit of we'll see. Hope you don't screw up.
I have a dumb story about this.
Cynthia, what are you doing?
She's gonna slink behind Louise and just like at a distance, but trying to stay close enough to hear, follow behind.
Okay. Are
Like
you
she
trying
did with
to make?
Apex earlier.
Okay. So roll wits.
7.
Okay. If you want to try and find Cynthia, Louise, you can roll wits.
Sure, I'll roll for that.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Oh, she knows I'm there for sure.
Yeah, you
Louise
look
is
over your
completely.
You look over your shoulder, and now, seeing as the sun is sort of starting to set, those piercing, glowing eyes are very easy to spot in the darkness.
Louise pretends like she does not notice Cynthia's there as she sort of walks Josh out. But she very calmly says, "No, when you hear the word Caesar's Legion, it tends to be in the same realm as, rumors and folk tales. Whatever I tend to hear, it was pretty heinous."
Look.
So which was it for you, kiddo? Did you get pressured into it? Were you just in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or is it nationalistic fervor that just got a little too real?
I was born there.
Well, kiddo, I think I'd be more leery towards you if you had kept that coin, but I guess you strike me as the type who's trying to make amends for the past.
Look, my parents are dead. Kaisar is dead. I'm just trying to make of this life what I can, like the rest of you. I just want to get on with my life, please.
Takes one to know one, pingin'.
He's telling the truth.
She looks at him, gives a more genuine smile. When she does that, they tend to be a little smaller. She nods, and she's just sort of, what can I say? I guess I have a soft spot for fuck-ups who are trying to better themselves, even when they keep fucking up. Well, kiddo, she reaches out a hand to shake. Best of luck to you.
Right. Good luck. He doesn't shake her hand, but he turns around and starts off.
One more thing, though.
He stops.
My friend said you've been around. That's true, correct?
I've been through Nevada and made my way here. That's about it. Not really much to say.
Just on the off chance. Did you ever meet a guy named Barry?
Barry.
Lanky guy, kind of got blondish hair like you. Bit of a prick.
He pauses for a moment. I've met dozens of guys that sound like that, and never one named Barry, though. Sorry.
Takes one to know one?
No, he's telling the truth.
She grins a little wider and nods. Worth a shot. Travel safe, kiddo. And turns and walks away.
Right, you too. And he starts off into the darkness to try and make a camp somewhere. Alvin, what are you doing as the night's sort of coming to a close?
Alvin is going to go to the dormitories. He's going to go ahead and try to find one of the beds. If the bed looks filthy, he's going to lift up the mattress. It looks filthier. He sighs, lowers the mattress back down. And he's going to take a look at that alarm clock and just see what's going on with that. What's mixing up with that.
Okay. Are you going to try and repair it, or just to identify what's wrong with it?
We'll start small. We'll go ahead and see the problem. It's night right now, and he doesn't really have a light source or anything, so.
All right, roll smarts.
Smarts. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. 11.
Sure enough, you have a couple of like screwdrivers on your belt, and you manage to pop it open. And you look in there, and sure enough, one of the gears that sort of propels the motion of the clock is cracked clean in half.
Oh, that's wrong with you. You're missing your primary gear. Might be able to fix that gear. If it's broken clean in half, could I maybe glue that back together?
You can try. Do you have any glue?
I figured with a tool belt and whatnot, I might have any. But if you want me to go ahead and soldier forth, go ye forth and find the last bottle of Gorilla Glue. Go ahead and try.
Glue is a hot commodity, as a matter of fact. You, as a mechanic, certainly know that.
Damn right.
I'll go ahead and say that you just have some on you, but this will be your last little bit before you need to find some more.
No trouble at all. Let me just yeah, hold on.
Roll me smarts again.
Glue supply. We'll just write one more right there.
One more. One little dribble. The last dab.
The last dab. Here we go. We call it the last dab because we put a little extra. Hey, it's an 11.
Yeah, you managed to You manage to put just enough on there so it doesn't sort of overlap, and you stick the two pieces of the gear together, and you wait for a minute, slide it back on, and sure enough, after a few moments,
Hey, ain't that fancy? Boss man had a clock like this.
you now have a working alarm clock.
All right, gotta add that to my glue supply. I just write down now. Need more.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wonder glue is what you want to look for.
Mechanical glue. Good. It's called Wonder Glue?
Wonder glue.
Okay.
Wonder glue.
Wonder Glue.
Comes in these funny little bottles that look like drill bits.
Oh, that is cute.
There's a thing or two about packaging.
Yeah.
Huh?
And Louise, after you finish talking with Josh, what do you do?
I'll head into the dorms too. Do I come across Cynthia? Cynthia's still pretending to keep out of sight.
I mean, Cynthia hasn't noticed that you noticed her, so it'd
If she does not
it'd be
make
up to
her
Cynthia
presence,
if she's still there.
yeah, if she does not make her presence known, I will just go into the dorms and join Alvin and Apex.
So, Cynthia, you were just observing that whole exchange the entire time?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. And when she sees that Louise is going to go back to the dorms, she's going to go into the dorms and like up to a higher level.
Oh, that's the way Apex went, because he wanted to be alone.
She's going to go to the roof and basically like patrol on top of the roof, seeing if anyone comes in or out.
Okay. While the rest of you get a good night's sleep, Cynthia, you are wide awake and patrolling the area. Go ahead and roll me a wits.
Kidoke. 7.
7. As you back and forth patrol and look over the horizon, trying to make sure you and your friends are safe, you watch for hours, and morning comes with no interruptions. And
Yes.
as the sunrise catches your eyes, this is where we're going to take a break.
Da-da-da-da.
Do-do-do.
Hooray! You solved the not killing Josh puzzle.
Oh,
Yay!
are we supposed to kill Josh?
I mean, that's up to you to decide.
You
You
decide.
think? Oh, you thought I was gonna kill him.
Oh,
I
I
was gonna
actually.
say-
I thought nothing.
I was gonna say before Apex went to
That's
bed, he was
not
actually
quite how Louise rolls.
What were you saying, Lainey?
nothing.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, I think we did really well not killing a person. And Alvin is so flustered, and thank God there's an alarm clock he could throw his attention into.
No.
I'm gonna go and grab some water.
Hey,
Put us
we'll
on the
get another
BRB screen.
soda. Totally should
That
have.
doesn't sound bad. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of that ginger I found. Bold
Do
root-
your thing.
Wait, not root beer, ginger ale. I'm crazy.
Did everybody? Okay. Hey, chat. How you doing? Having a good night? Here we are on this Saturday evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flustering Alvin and not killing former Caesar's Legion.
Man, I thought about it so hard. I was really, not gonna lie, I was really tempted to just have her roll up and shoot him immediately.
Apex has no connection and no way of knowing what. Well, actually, no, he would have a way of knowing what the Legion is, but hard to say whether he actually does or not.
Fair.
I did not roll for it.
I was just going off of the situation they just came out of, but I don't think. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything. Yes, I'll admit it. I thought both ladies were thinking of shooting Josh.
Apex just wanted that ball.
That's fair. It's a good ball.
It's a rubber ball, and erasers are short. Like very short supply.
Oh, Dougler.
And it bounces.
We'll see how it goes. It does bounce. The paddle balls are great at being very bouncy.
Yeah. And they have the correct density to be used as an eraser too.
Wait, are they really?
I believe so.
Huh.
Like they're that kind of soft rubber. Like it's
Yeah, I
not
can see
great.
it.
Obviously you'd want an eraser, but it'll
real
do
one.
the job. Yeah.
My dog.
So now Apex can actively like stencil in stuff and then ink the drawing later so it can look better.
Oh my gosh. Louise, I'm not fixing to kill you. Cynthia, I am. That's a gun sound.
Yeah. I'll save what Apex did for like before bed for when we get back from break.
Yeah.
Would Apex kill an entire vault for a ball? Probably not an entire vault.
Oh, I will be right back.
He probably also wouldn't have killed Josh for the ball, but he definitely would not have paid 5 caps for the ball. Hence the 1 bullet. That Fallout 4 playthrough was magnificent, though. Like that somebody previously said that it was lightning in a bottle. I agree. Like it is a strong TFS playthrough.
Very strong.
Captain Richard Ravaget III. The Raptor.
Ugh. What would it do? Hope you're liking the session so far, chat.
So far, so fun. I'm gonna go grab myself a beverage now that juice back.
Excellent. I'm going to go read off some bits here. Let's see. Where did I last leave off? Mick Dave, thank you for gifting 5 Tier 1 subs to the community. To Marches of Amaranda. Hey, Mr. Rabbit. Some Bods. Adam CW. And Gauze21. Blossomy the Robot, thank you for getting a Tier 1 sub to Muffin Mage 9. Gaijin Goomba, thank you for raiding with a party of 134. How's it going, dude? Hey everyone, Gaijin Goomba's here. Mick Dave, thank you for the 300 bits. Anyone else realize that the last Gateway almost became episode 1 of Goblin Slayer? It's true. I have no idea what that's supposed to imply. I've never watched Goblin Slayer. I liked Berserk back when it was Berserk. Lich Wannabe, thank you for the 500 bits. I got hired for my very first job. I can't wait to start and earn some cash to start my path in Lichta. I mean, simping for this channel. Well, thank you so much for the 500 bits, Lich Wannabe. Bob Ross 9, thank you for the 100 bits. Taking bets on where Apex is from. My bet is the Mojave, since he knows about the Brotherhood and the Midwestern Brotherhood is not canon. Don't worry about that.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey, thankles you.
America thankles you.
Rebecca Thicklesy.
I ship panic. Thank you for the 500 bits. I can't believe Cynthia is part of the S series. I can't believe it either.
It's crazy.
I
Dusk
know,
Ninja Kenji. Thank you for the
it's-
100 bits.
Cynthia.
Cynthia, you're so evil teasing Alvin like that.
What? I would never.
Just did. Mick Dave, thank you for the 100 bits. 22 rounds are called 22 long rifle, I believe. Ah. I just Googled 22 rounds and I saw pistols next to them.
Oh.
I am not a gunman.
No, neither am I. I can only make a wild assumption.
Not a crazed gunman, Dad. I'm a DM for a game on Saturday.
One's a profession, the other one's a mental sickness.
One's a mental sickness and the other one's a mental sickness.
I'm a sickness. I'm
I'm down with the sickness. Hellfang Wolf, thank you for the 100 bits. Yay, time for the Caitlin and Laney halftime show. It's so much better than Bosco's.
Oh,
Oh. Oh. Oh.
you guys,
Ow!
you guys.
That may be
shit's
true,
not
but-
necessary.
It's like, look, that may be true, but yes.
Bosco's a big old sweetie, though.
Yeah.
I told him that I was gonna tell you guys. Playing Valheim, he gave me like like Bob gave me, I think, troll pants and like a troll tunic, and then Bosco gave me like a spear and a hood. He was being a big old sweetie.
Eh.
And he was like, "That's not true. Don't say it." And I was like, "But it is."
To be fair, that just makes it better, honestly.
He hates
SW
being
Lover,
nice.
thank you for the 100 bits. Would Apex kill an entire vault for a ball? I think that got answered earlier. SW Lover, thank you for the additional 100 bits with the exact same message. Magic Ninja Go, I miss Kirby more. Thank you for the thank you for the 10 bits. Whoops, wrong chat. Just like me, typing fucking links into Gaijin's chat by accident.
Oopie.
Oopie. Pyronic Napalm, thank you for
Oopie.
the 270 bits. Proceeds to shill Dead House Sonata in the wrong chat. Yep, that's what I did. That's what I did. Travis A. Carey, thank you for the 100 bits. What I like about Connor's DMing is he leaves it fully open for what they want to do and letting the setting and characters tell the story with subtle, overarching news. Good work, DM. I try to be. Man, there's stuff happening in the background. You're just interacting with it.
The Apex returns.
Welcome back, the Apex.
Excuse me.
Apex is Batland. You can't change my mind, says Oathbreaker John. With 100 bits.
The voices are different, though.
Papusa Monkey
talks like this.
Imagine if they were reversed now.
Tell
Tell everyone you know about the Apex.
Tell everyone you know that you have faced the Apex.
You'd get way more looks.
Why are you laughing? I will rip your face off. I am the Apex.
Hellfang Wolf, thank you for the 100 bits. So, Connor, I hope you know, if Dead Souls gets remade in current gen, I'm buying 10. Why would you buy 10? Dead Souls is a bad game.
Right, so he can play one and throw the other 9 at passersby out of his car.
Ah, Isoka.
Don't be mean
Papusa
about
Monkey.
his dream.
Papusa Monkey, thank you for the 100 bits. I hope Alvin eventually finds his washers and Apex finds a crayon. Real.
Always keeping the eyes open.
Man, I thank you for the combined of 50 bits. Thank you so much, dude. Nom Nom Goblin, thank you for the 105 bits. I can't wait to check out the Ready to Roll system coming soon.
Oh yeah, this Monday.
Mice trying to steal Super Bowl snacks and a 1950s alien invasion.
Whoa.
Blackfoot Fair, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Hype. Magic Ninja Go, I miss Kirby more. Thank you for the 100 bits. I just found out my grandma threw out all the hailstones I was keeping in the freezer.
Oh
I live in SoCal now, by the way. Oh.
Mm.
So ice is a hot commodity. Or a cold
Mhm.
commodity, that might be. SW Lover, thank you for the 100 bits. More bits for the train. Chat was going crazy with a possible Cynthia and Alvin ship.
Oh Lord.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh,
golly.
Set sail!
Alvin's bow tie just starts spinning. He doesn't have one, but it just does anyway.
Oh my God.
Nettle Norseman, thank you for the 100 bits. What? You really want me to say this? When
Wait,
the dead
what?
fight, when the dead fight erectile dysfunction, deadwood get harder.
Oh.
Oh.
But they have rigor mortis.
Ugh.
They're always hard.
Connor, read the next one.
Oh,
Chaos War
Just-
Priest, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Hey, Laney, question for you. Have you met Prince Vegeta the YouTuber? I have a feeling you two would hit it off.
I've never met him in person. I've talked to him over Twitter a number of times, though. Seems like a cool dude.
Magic Ninja Go, I miss Kirby Moore. Thank you for the 20 bits. It hailed a month or so ago. How about that? Should have put them in your drinks and absorbed their power. Captain Necros, thank you for the 500 bits. I see Batpex is just Macho Man, huh? Thank you for all the fun. It looks like I'm going to be moving soon, so wish me luck. Well, good luck, Captain Necros. Thank you for the 500 bits.
Good luck, dude.
Man.
Gotten bit.
Monokite, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Bits for the Bit God. Here's to a great DM and amazing players. Pyrotic Napalm, thank you for the 275 bits. Connor, what gave you the idea for Josh? I rolled him randomly.
Nice.
All right,
Nice.
rolled. Former Caesar's Legion. Next roll. Name Josh. And go.
And take us there.
Magic Ninja Go, I miss Kirby Moore. Thank you for the 20 bits. I was keeping those hailstones for science. Like I said, man, should have put them in your drinks. Absorb the power of the storm. And Helfing Wolf, thank you for the 100 bits. I'll never be nice to Bosco. Because of him, I need a dub of Like a Dragon with him as Majima, especially after I heard him as Joggy in Paradise Lost.
Oh Lord. Oh
I-
my Lord.
I haven't heard it yet, but I've heard that Matt Mercer plays Majima in Yakuza 7. And
I don't know.
I don't know how to feel about it. I'm very intrigued to hear it, but that's a long ways off. And with that, I think we're going to go ahead and bring it back into Gateway.
All right.
Anyway,
Okay, so
here we go.
as the sun rises,
I was going to say before going to bed,
Sure.
Apex actually would have taken off his mask after realizing he's alone. Just kind of
Okay.
let the air touch his face for a little while as he looked out the window and laid down to read his new comic book before going to sleep.
If you wanted to describe what you look like underneath the mask, you can, but I'm not forcing you to.
In the camera that this would be in, his face would still be in shadow, but his eyes are chalked over with charcoal to hide his flesh from the holes of the Brahmin skull. He's very pale, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he lays down and reads his comic book.
Excellent. And as the sun rises, let me just go ahead. As the sun rises through the slightly overcast new day that you find yourselves in, Cynthia, your watch ends, and all of you may wake up whenever you wish.
Alvin get woken up by an alarm clock.
Jumps up and turns off the alarm clock like he's done it 900 million times. Oh, there we are. Woo! Good morning.
Apex would hear that from probably like a floor or two beneath him, wake up and
Woo!
Stretch, realize he doesn't have his face on, and put the Brahmin skull back on his face.
You see dust being shaken from the ceiling with the force of the alarm clock.
Oh, gosh. Felt good.
Cynthia will take that as a sign to come down from watch.
Golly. It's a nice new day. There's going to be a nice new vault. There's going to be all kinds of stuff. I have used my last bit of Wonder Glue, and I am looking for more. Hot dog. Woo.
Apex does some quick calisthenics, eats another day worth of his mole rat jerky rations,
Yes, I will do the same.
and joins everyone downstairs.
Excellent.
Let's see. Just for stick of the mole rat jerky still hanging out of his mouth while he is doing preliminary maintenance on his harness, which now you can see the logo on the back of his jumpsuit now with his harness off. Just doing some tooling, working on his power fists, working on everything. Let's see, and that turns there.
We should be able to make it to the vault today.
Oh, I'm excited. I ain't never like been in a vault. Most of seen him. I've normally seen him in like billboards, what have you, but I ain't never been in one before.
Me either.
Louise comes down at this point, sort of looking really miserable. There is no caffeine to be found, and just sort of like glares, being like, did I hear some kind of horrid hell whistle go off?
Oh yeah, that's the alarm clock I fixed. Oh man, I love this thing.
Yep, I'm sure you do.
Me and my crew always had one. It's actually reassuring to hear that sound again, to be honest with you.
No, Phil had one of those at one point, until I chucked it off a cliff. Anyway.
Hey, some people are like that. You ain't no big fan of it? I'm awfully sorry. I gotta keep this thing going.
Maybe
that's how
this one broke.
Perhaps.
Cynthia kind of Louise just kind of waves it off. She's like, yeah.
Could I? Please tell me you won't throw this one off a cliff for me. I'd be mighty sad if you did.
I'll try. Maybe
Um,
if you could turn it down a little bit.
I might be able to go ahead and do that. I remember one of us used to put a rubber stopper on one side to go ahead and make it pounce around less. All right. Anyway, let's see. So, I was about to say before you came on down, but you have a story about this vault. You said you used to piece around in there doing scavenging and whatnot.
Louise blinks. She wasn't quite expecting that question, but she's sort of like, yeah, spent some time there. Both me and Phil, and I don't know how much we're gonna find there, but I mean, as you said, you never know. Some other people might have been.
So safe to say the whole thing's just cracked open then. Like anybody could just walk in and out as they please.
In a sense, the door itself, no, but if you know how to get in, you can. But don't worry, I know how to get in.
I'll be relying on you for that one.
She sort of half-heartedly salutes. She's not quite awake still, and she's also just sort of like she's not really into this conversation in one way or another.
And if you could use your wonderful scavenging skills to help me find some of this, and I'll show her the empty. Is it a bottle or a tube Wonder Glue's in?
It is in a bottle.
If you could find it, it looks like this in there, I would be greatly appreciative. This is a mechanic's best friend, and I just ran out of it.
With Louise, this particular glue is hard to come by.
glue is a very hot commodity in this sort of post-civilization world that you live in. It is used to repair all sorts of mundane and perhaps maybe a bit more complicated things. Adhesive itself is a pretty sought-after thing.
Louise eyeballs it and is like, I mean, chances are pretty slim, but then again, there are a few nooks and crannies of that vault that even I didn't get to, so
And
maybe.
I'm thinking where Wonder Glue might live might be in one of them vaults. So maybe, just maybe. Don't let it get mixed up. I can still go ahead and fix and tool up your things. If it needs glued together, I'm fresh out of ideas there.
Well, in the name of necessity, I'll keep an eye out.
Oh, fantastic. Also, that super duper mirth that Josh was talking about kind of comes to mind too. That's a place just to keep in the back of the noggin. I'm all about that vault today.
Yeah, we may have to double back for it. Oh, sorry, say again, Alvin?
Anything hinky about that we got to go ahead and look out for? Like, just weird traps, like maybe some animals that might have crawled up in there, like rad roaches, mole rats. Hopefully just rad roaches and mole rats.
No space is free of a rad roach. They can get anywhere.
Oh, Drivens, yeah, trust me. Boss man drove himself half crazy trying to figure out a way to do that.
Oh, you're above game. You're asking about in the vault, you mean, if I think?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, again, I can't guarantee anything. It's not as hard to get back in, though finding the way in is a little different matter. I would probably say something with at least a general brain power of a human would have a better chance, as opposed to a rad roach. But
Well, that's
I wouldn't say not have your guard up, but who knows?
Hey, don't worry. I can go ahead and go toe to toe with this and that. So y'all don't need to worry about that one. Oh, golly, I am excited. I've never seen one of these. Well, in person anyway.
When Cynthia
Shall
gets
we head
here-
off then?
Never mind, she's here. Yes.
Yeah, good morning.
He comes down the stairs the second he starts speaking.
I preempted your call.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
she walks in holding her rifle and with her and Apex talking at the same time. She looks at him, scans him, sees the fanny pack, it gets those powder pink eyes for a minute, and then goes back to blue and walks up to the group.
Apex tilts his head slightly, like Michael Myers tilts, like,
She walks up. Shall we?
Absolutely. And good morning to you too, Miss Cynthia. It's vault time.
Morning.
Let's be on our way.
Ooh, I can't wait to see what kind of neat little things I'll find in there.
Yeah, neat. Come on, Phil.
Goodbye, university.
Goodbye. I'm done with you.
I appreciate your higher learning.
As the university rises up out of the ground,
Yeah, as Maryville as Maryville's howling university.
I didn't know it was like
God.
academia. Amazing.
all right, you make your way down the road. Maryville University's ruins slowly fading from your sight. The wind begins to pick up just a little bit, enough to where it's sort of blowing back your mane a bit, Apex, and a bit of a stronger wind. But other than that, nothing much.
I just let my
Is that anything
hair.
in
I
this-
just let my hair anime flap in the air.
Oh gosh.
Is that anything we would think to be concerned about, or is it just heavy wind?
Just a weather shift.
Just
Just
chills.
Is it a monster?
Yes, wind elementals. They exist.
Oh god.
Might be enough
Uh,
to throw off a throw off your aim a bit if you use ranged weapons, but other than that, not much.
Okay.
There's
Good
a
to
bug in
know.
my room.
Is the wind blowing towards us?
The wind is blowing towards you. Yes, it is. It is
Okay.
blowing from west to east.
Good. If we're traveling upstream, that means anything that tracks by scent won't be able to smell us coming.
True. All right, you continue making your way.
Yes, the way
Okay.
you said that, Lanny, I have not heard that since my granddad.
There are very basic survivalist things I studied for this campaign because I know what Apex would know.
That's amazing. I haven't heard that since I used to go camping as a kid. Jesus. All right. Yeah. No, I'm good.
You make your way down the road. Are you following the pre-paved roads of the old world, or are you going off the beaten path here?
That's up to Louise. Louise is the one with the navigation tool.
Yep.
I mean, Joel wouldn't really indicate specific dangers. It would just be like, this is the road. Woo.
Oh yeah, but you're the one that we're following since you're the one reading Google Maps.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm the one reading Google Maps at the current juncture, but yes.
You're the one reading Pip-Boy Maps.
Okay, question then, Connor. Since I have been here before, would I
Uh-huh.
know that the road is just generally the safe way to go, or is there a specific like route I would know is a better path?
Wits. Wits for me.
One second.
You're gonna die. Oh.
13.
Crazy
Generally-
rolls tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys have been rolling really well. Roads generally will lead to buildings. As a scavenger, you know that following the roads will lead you to places where you can scavenge. Going off the beaten path is a bit more dangerous because the less traffic on the roads will lead to less wild critters getting all up in your business. It's also much easier to follow, and your Pip-Boy maps are pretty accurate.
Then I guess we'll follow the road.
Okay. You follow the road.
Follow
Oh,
that
yeah.
road.
While you're on the road, you pass by an old church.
Ooh.
Urge to check everything rising.
Yeah, same though. I'm like, scrape the walls.
Seriously, this is why I can't play open world MMOs or anything, because it's like, I gotta go do this big mission. Ooh, look at that waterfall over there. Oh my gosh, I hope they have sparklies.
I fix almost every broken down like tiny hut and house in Valheim, so I understand. I have a problem. At least I can admit it, you know?
Is it still relatively early in the day?
Yeah, you guys have just set out, so it is pretty early in the day still. I'd
I mean,
say
it's like right in our path, right?
it's on the side of the road. It's if you follow the road and it's a bit south, you'll get to it. It's still on the road.
I can hear Sarah's brain going, we could check it out. Like, right? We could probably like look. Just like a
peek in
quick
the
peek.
window.
Just like
Can we
look
just peek real
inside.
quick? Is it a big church or sort of like one of those like country, like, you know?
It's a
One-
bit more of like a country church. It's not.
It's a baby church.
Yeah. It'd be like a
We'll
room.
take a saunter on through.
It's
then.
like a medium-sized building with its own parking lot on a hill.
Okay. Yeah, let's go take a peep.
Let's peep. Otherwise, both Louise and Sarah will explode. Let's go.
Sounds like. Let's go.
We're just
Louise
like,
just
walk
sort of
past
like-
the church. You just hear Louise go.
So, like, we're just walking, and Louise leads us to a church.
We're like, this?
I don't
This
know what
is-
happened. I mean, I was.
Is this what vaults look like?
Yes. This is the vault. Yeah. Now we've seen it. Let's go.
I don't think that's true.
No, that's not what a vault looks like.
But while we're here, we may as well go in.
Hey, who knows? Might find some provision or something.
Okay. You walk.
So
We're
are there
going in.
are there windows in this particular church?
This particular church windows are pretty much all blasted out. It looks pretty ruined.
And deserted?
Does look pretty deserted too.
All right. Open the door and sort of peer in.
You open the door, leads you out into sort of a greeting area that's closed off from a much bigger area. Doors are sort of hanging off of hinges. There's a desk in front of you, a couple chairs.
A death claw and a pope hat.
He's a nice Deathclaw. He's just praying for his mom. I already rolled scavenger, but can I roll general search of that desk?
Well, as it's the beginning of a new day, you do have scavenger bag.
Do I want to use it now? Don't think I want to use it here. I think I'll hold off on using it here. I'll just roll a regular.
Okay. Roll wits.
Which is wits anyway. Woo-hoo-hoo. 12.
Nice. You find a box of sugar bombs.
Sugar bombs? What are sugar bombs?
Sugar bombs are a very sugary old world cereal.
Oh, sugar bombs. Make a note that that's cereal.
They've
And
been
this is still generally good cereal?
They've been expired for centuries, but people are still known to eat them because they are so packed with preservatives that they will basically never go bad.
Do I look at Apex and like see all in this?
Apex is staring around this large, like, tall-ceilinged building.
So just sugar bombs is all I find?
Yeah, just sugar bombs.
I'm also gonna look around.
Okay. Roll me a wits.
Connor, does this church have an organ?
No, this is not really a big cathedral type of church. It does have a stage with some instruments on it, though. The
Apex
instruments
is going to go fiddle around with those.
Okay, you
I
fiddle
got-
with like a broken drum set. One of the drumsticks is still pretty much intact. You could probably use it as a weapon if you really wanted to.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Apex just starts kind of like drumming on things with the stick. Sorry, you got a 9.
I did
Okay.
get a 9.
As the pff, pff, pff in the background, you find a lighter.
All right then. I will add that to my pack. Thank you, sir.
Alvin's gonna go rooting around in janitor closet, or if there's like a maintenance room, he's gonna go ahead and take a look in those.
Okay,
What he's looking for, I know what he's looking for.
excellent. Roll me wits.
All right, 8.
8. Okay. So as you open the janitor closet, the door opens, and out comes a long, desiccated corpse that just falls over and shatters.
Oh god!
But it is
Ooh.
holding.
Hello?
10 caps.
Woo! 10 caps. Nice. Well, that's something. Alrighty. Huh. Sorry about that, fella. Don't know why you were stuffed in there. Oh, gracious.
Probably because he was dead.
I mean, probably.
Does Apex do a rim shot?
Hold on.
Oh
wait,
my
hold on.
God.
I had a couple of things here. Just
Wait,
There you go.
is there a triangle? Is there a
That's
triangle?
the-
It just says ding.
That's the more authentic version right there.
Oh, golly.
Okay, so
Y'all have any luck? I found some caps over here.
I
Found me a
amused
lighter.
myself.
In what way? Ah,
I got some more food. Sugar bombs. Looks edible.
sugar bombs.
Oh, I heard about them.
Oh, I used to eat those as a kid all the time.
Oh,
Same.
is it? Well, do you want to hang on to it, Cynthia?
I can't really use it anymore. You hold on to
Oh.
them.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. I guess we should head out.
Would you like to hold the sugar bombs and glare at it every night?
No. Knowing that I can never eat a single bite of them.
not nary a bomb will go.
Nary a bomb.
Nary a bomb will ever you eat again.
Just imagine her having a handful, not like eating it, but just chewing them furiously while synthetic tears run down her face. Like no saliva or anything, so it's just like dry, like crumbs, just being mashed as she curses the day.
Oh, man.
That got really dark. Sorry. Mom says that.
Having to use like canned air to get all the crumbs out of the mechanisms.
Pressed her going, how'd all these crumbs get in here?
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh, man. Well,
Rabib.
all right. Well, I think we turned over this place as much as we can. Kind of a shame, though. I mean, no time to feel bad about it, but let's get on going.
On his
All
way
right.
down from the stage, Apex will leave. After picking up the drumstick, Apex will have left on the lectern issue 5 of Apex Wildman of the Waste. Do no harm.
issue
Does-
5.
See that?
Do no harm. It's sitting on the lectern wherever the pastor would have been
this would
doing
be
his
like-
speeches.
This would be like the best side mission to encounter in Fallout, like a collectibles thing where you just collect like comics from this random person. You don't know who, but he's so dedicated, and he's just like, wouldn't that be good?
That would be good. Modders, get on it.
All right,
And-
so
And does Cynthia see that?
you
Have
can
them
He would have been doing this while you guys were scavenging.
Okay.
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 I'll say you guys were busy then.
Okay.
Yeah, none of you notice Apex Wildman of the Waste slip an issue of Apex Wildman of the Wastes into
Onto
sort
the-
of the
Yeah, just like the parishioner's lectern, wherever it was on the
Yeah.
stage.
yeah. You slide it into the little cubby hole he's got there, and right next to a copy of the Bible, and
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it should be.
and there you go. That's
We
So-
all leave. We all leave, and Angel comes down, just like, oh, wow, that's pretty good.
hey, what's this? Okay, so anything else to do in the church, or are you guys moving on?
I think moving on.
I think
I'm
we're
so tempted to be like a final scan over everything so that I can find it because I want to know if I can find it or not.
Ah, but that would be metagaming.
I
Mm.
know it would.
just
All right. So
Okay.
as you guys head out of the church and you head back onto the road proper, the wind picks up even more. And it is now starting to get pretty hard to see in front of you. As dust begins to fill the air, dust and dirt sort of clouds your visions.
Apex, having grown up in a more rural area, would he be familiar? Like, does this seem like it might be tornado weather?
Roll smarts.
Smarts.
Ooh, would I do the same since
That
I'm
is a 7.
used to weather changes?
Yeah, go ahead and roll smarts as well, Cynthia.
Okie dokie. Boop. 6.
Yeah, the weather in this strange new world is a bit hard to predict, really. You're not really finding anything out. Apex, however, being from here, you know that if you don't like the weather here, wait 5 minutes. You know that if you just find somewhere that is relatively secured and just wait it out, it'll probably be over within like 30 minutes to an hour.
Well, that'll probably be the church that we just left.
I mean, we're pretty close to the vault by now, right?
You're about, from where you are right now.
Don't say we're 31 minutes to an hour away.
As a matter of fact.
Considering how long it was going to take us yesterday to get from the city to there, we're probably still like a decent bit away.
We're hoofing it. We're ramblers.
I mean, should we turn back?
The dust is nasty, and I don't think.
As a matter of fact, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go for it.
And
Sorry,
I don't have goggles. That's all I was gonna say.
Gotcha. Okay. Didn't want to interrupt you again. From Louise, you would know that from about where you are here, probably be a 49-minute walk. Thanks, Google.
I mean, is there a good chance you said it won't get much worse? It'll just sort of go on. Like is it obstructing our ability to breathe or anything?
If you're a prolonged exposure to this, you might start to choke up a bit. But it probably won't be too much of a hassle for you. It's just hard to see, a little bit difficult to breathe, a little bit uncomfortable.
Is the Pit Boy kind of like, I don't know, like when you use the Lyft app and you can like literally just watch your progress? Like if we veered off in the wrong direction, the Pit Boy would actually show us like wrong direction.
It's the weirdest thing. The GPS, the global positioning system in your Pit Boy is still functional even after centuries. It is the weirdest thing. Yeah, you basically know exactly where you're at.
So I don't need, like, literally, as long as, if I didn't even look up and I just looked at my Pip-Boy the whole time, I could get there.
You could, but you'd be looking at your Pip-Boy the whole time.
I'll just be like, we could probably get there in about 50, but we could go back and wait it out.
You think there's any danger to us if we go ahead and keep soldiering on?
Only dust lung.
Well, dust lung sounds bad. I'd like to go ahead and go back and y'all.
Would I,
I'll be fine either way.
Would I, from my knowledge of coming here before, like, know generally how dangerous it is?
How dangerous
if we just kept going?
The road?
Like the area in general, like I know it, like, oh, well, there's infestations of this monster and maybe it's not good to go in the sandstorm, or is it just generally safe? It's just a sandstorm.
Generally, people tend not to screw with vaults, because, you know, there's a lot of complicated technology in there, from the old war. Some of them are even still inhabited, but, people tend to get a bit superstitious around pre-war stuff that still works. So, you know that most people would avoid vaults. You can't really say anything of the flora or fauna that might be dangerous to you, because that's, anything could happen on the road. But you certainly couldn't see it coming.
Right. I'll turn to them and say, I can't guarantee it'll be perfectly safe, and also it's not like it's going anywhere if we want to wait it out.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and just hold down back at that church real fast, and we'll go ahead and wait for this dust storm to go ahead and blow on over.
Apex nods.
As you head back to the church to gain shelter from the dust storm, it goes on for 45 minutes. Sorry, 35 minutes. At which point, the wind settles down and the sky is overcast once again.
Alrighty. Well, that was not too bad.
Let's give it another go.
All right, let's go ahead and soldier on again.
You head on out.
Indeed.
And let me just do that thing. Yeah, sure enough. As you make your way closer, eventually, you find yourself slowly but surely making your way to Old Chesterfield. And you know the directions pretty well from your current juncture here. As you go off the road, this large, flat land surrounded by fencing and what look to be sort of like Vault-Tec brand outposts. This flat concrete land sort of gives way. You all stand before a large cog-shaped door that is just flesh against the ground. And on the front of it, it says 85. There is a console next to the door in the ground. The cog-shaped door.
I'll go ahead and take a look at that console next to the door.
Okay. The console appears to be elevator controls. It's got a big red button and a slot on it. Slot where you would plug something into.
Huh.
And Louise, you would know that's to be a Pip-Boy, where you would plug your Pip-Boy into. Basically to read that you are of Vault-Tec or from the vault. Basically to... basically, it functions like a key to give you access to the elevator.
I mean, Louise kind of knows, but she'll do it anyway, just for kicks.
Okay. You walk up to the elevator console, plug your Pip-Boy in. Bunch of information flashes by like servos ago, and all systems nominal, and you yank it back, plug the plug back into your Pip-Boy.
Well, I didn't know it could do that.
The big red button
Yeah.
sort of glows a bit.
She'll give it a push.
As you push it in, the deepest rumble you've ever heard shakes the ground beneath you as the cog-shaped door sort of slowly begins to descend into the earth and then hitches and comes back up.
As that happened, Apex, who was just kind of like squatting and observing, stands up and immediately strikes a defensive position, not knowing what the hell's happening.
Yeah, Alvin takes a couple steps back from the door.
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. We're the
What was
What
that?
happened?
You cut out there.
You cut out this, sir.
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. Worth a try though.
What happened?
It wasn't.
Door's busted.
Must be a hitch on something or whatnot. Is the door still ajar, Connor, or did it like go back to its position?
The door, after it descended, appears to now be slightly sunken into the ground and clearly tilting at an odd angle for this machinery. You imagine that something has gone wrong.
Yeah, it definitely looks like some kind of mechanical failure or whatnot. I'd have to go ahead and take a look at it, but I don't trust we're going through this door. Is there a gap in the door, Connor?
The way it is, there is a slight gap, but not really enough for you to see through, and definitely enough for you to squeeze through.
Yeah, we're definitely. Yeah.
Louise,
If I had to guess, I'm thinking maybe one of the pistons or whatnot just is broken. Maybe one of the struts got bent. I don't know. I'd have to take a look at her.
if you want to inside. Louise turns and starts walking around the side.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wait up. Hold on, I'm following.
Okay.
So how do
Apex.
Helpers find a way to get into 86 to 85? If the door's busted at all.
Because that's not got out.
Huh. So what is the way in and out?
Louise will lead them a little along the side, and there is a very particular rock on the ground. It's not like any kind of fake rock, it's just a shaped rock. She'll sort of tug that aside. It's not a light rock, but she can manage it. And dust off what appears to be a square metal panel. It's kind of got these inlaid handles, kind of like a manhole. She kind of works it up. It's a little rusted. Alvin, help me.
Oh, yeah, no trouble. And
Apex just stands there. Okay.
I'll go to help out.
With Alvin, she shouldn't have trouble getting it open. It makes one of those terrifically obnoxious screeching noises that rusted metal kind of makes when it's old.
Oh, yeah.
And there is a ladder going down. All right, follow me. And she heads down.
Well, all right then.
Huh. Did you and the other scavengers find this? Alvin will say as he just crawls on down the ladder.
Apex will be the last one down.
Yeah, we did. That was kind of the point of being here in the first place for us.
Huh. I guess if I had to take a shot in the dark at it, it must be some kind of old service ladder. But that doesn't make sense. Like, aren't vaults like supposed to be like no one in or out? Like, there shouldn't be any other entryway from that door, right?
Depends on the vault.
Really? I thought all of them were built to like a certain way. Like, weren't they meant to keep people safe?
Depends on the vault.
Oh, well, now that's a little hard. Well, all right, Louise. All right. I thought Yeah, if I remember right, Vault-Tec said that the vaults were supposed to keep people safe, and then after a while, after all this happened, they stayed open, and then they go ahead and rebuild the world or whatever. But you're telling me that that they weren't all like little cities underground that people were happy and content with?
There are a lot of different types of vaults, Alvin. You're probably better off not knowing about some of them.
Great. Well, I guess you can't believe everything you read in the old manual. Alrighty. Well, hold on. Golly, Miss Louise. I'll be honest with you. That's a little bit of a spirit breaker there. Golly.
Yeah.
Well, I could believe that some vaults, like, I could believe that, like, some of them might have went south, maybe an earthquake or something, what have you, but they, like, not if and all of them could be just terrible, right?
No. Just, I wouldn't say they were all built with altruistic ideas in mind, is all.
I see.
Seems to be a constant for mankind.
Oh, that's a damn shame.
Yeah. Alright, this way.
This 85, it's not one of the altruistic vaults, is it? I mean,
I describe it as normal. She she takes him down like sort of a longish hallway to a door that opens up into what looks like sort of a common area of sorts. And from there she sort of is like, this is it. There's some places in this area. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Connor.
The door that you open actually leads to a rather large office that oversees a large common area.
holy moly.
The emergency lights are on. And you are inside Vault 85.
Alvin just has this look of just flat awe around him.
Apex is
As-
trying to take it all in.
How about Cynthia?
She's just she's kind of grayed out a little bit.
Okay. As you take in the clean metal sight that is the overseer of Vault 85's office after coming in through the secret exit. That's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Woo. Bye, Austin.
Goodbye,
Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
and firewood!
Excuse me. Prepped again, jeez.
Congratulations. You guys have made it to Vault 85.
Oh my god, we did
Yeah.
We did it! I can cast off this burrito shell blanket off me. Yeah! I really did mobile this out a lot better, though. It was a lot cooler than the Mishi blanket, too.
Yeah. All right.
Episode 5 in the books.
Episode 5.
Or as a wave.
Is in the books. Indeed. All
Say,
right. Caitlin, where can they find you?
If you go to Boobs McBallrog anywhere on the internet, you can find me. Twitter, YouTube, all of that good stuff. If you go to twitch.tv/Boobs McBallrog with zeros instead of O's because Twitch doesn't like boobs, that is my personal channel. I am part of a podcast called Nerd On the Podcast. We have 2 episodes that come out every single week, every Tuesday and Thursday. You go to nerdon.tv to find out more about that. That's it for me.
Sarah, where can they find you?
I'm on Twitter at Sarah with an H and with an E, Willia. That's about it.
All right. Rabbit, where can they find you?
Well, they can find me deep within a mountain in the internet. I am at Twitch at Hey Mr. Rabbit. And also Twitter at Hey Mr. Rabbit. I stream Monday through Thursday. I play horror games, RPGs, and retro games. Also, I say funny words, and I'm great with conversations while you're sitting having discourse with your mothers. That's it.
Excellent. Excellent.
So specific.
Lanny Pator, where can they find you?
Hi, I'm Lanny Pator. You can find me on the internet pretty much everywhere by that name. If you enjoyed this system that you saw us playing here, and there goes a bunch of people from the view count. If you enjoyed the system that we're using here, tune in on my channel on Monday because we are going to be launching the beta. It is going to be like when the game is complete, it's going to be completely free for everybody, but the beta is going to be going to TFS patrons and subscribers to the Stream 4-Star channel and my channel. It is a system I've been working on for a while, and we will be doing another test game, another beta game. This one will be themed after Devil May Cry. So pop in for some demon slaying action over there. Otherwise, I've been playing some Batman, and on Thursdays, I've been playing Civ. We just started a Civ game last Thursday between myself, Grant, Quinn, and Stefan over at TFS. So pop in and help Lanimania grow in glory. That's it for me.
Excellent.
How
Very
about you,
excited
Connor?
for that.
Yeah, Connor.
You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tuesday is Tabletop Wargaming Day with my buddy Luke. We might be trying to either play Age of Sigmar or going to be more Warhammer 40k 9th edition. It's going to be my Astra Militarum versus his orcs if we end up going that route. Fridays, Friday Funhouse, where I just play whatever I feel like. Played some Valheim with a couple of friends of mine, and that was an absolute blast. Saturday is Yakuza Kiwami 2 before either Gateway or Prince Division. Next week it's going to be Prince Division that gets put on here. I hope you liked today's episode of Gateway, though. And Sunday, I'm either playing Half-Life Alyx, or I'm playing games with the Harbingers, the community over at the Dead House Sonata Discord. And if you don't know what Dead House Sonata is, why, it's only it's only the best little 6-player action RPG where you play as the dead to fight the living ever. You can find everything you could ever want to know about Dennis Diak's most recent project, the revival of the Legacy of Kain series, at that link I just posted. And if you are so inclined to purchase a Founders Pack using that link, some of that money will get thrown back to me. Speaking of giving me money, I also have a DM's Guild page where I have some 5th edition subclasses out, including the Monk Way of Emptiness, the Paladin Oath of Joy, and the Wizard School of Finance. The Passion Domain Cleric and Predator archetype Rogue will be going live in March, hopefully soon here, as soon as I get some assets back from a couple of people. But for now, you can find the ones that I've got right there, and there's also a sale going on for the modules there. Other than that, I would like to thank our sponsor for this episode, Die Hard Dice. As you might have heard, I rolled a couple of Die Hard Dice during this episode just to determine the length and directions and positions of certain things in this episode. Die Hard Dice, we've been using them pretty much since day one of the Unexpectables, and they were kind enough to partner up with us to promote their fabulous products. Their polymer metal dice, fabulous dice trays, and carrying cases. You can find all of that over at dieharddice.com. And if you use the coupon code EXPECTMAR for the month of March, you can get 10% off your order price when you shop at dieharddice.com. And with that, I think I'm going to play us out with some bits and subs that came in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
We've got 200 bits from Zenlita. If you guys rolled high enough on your persuasion, he would have given you a side quest to find his long-lost brother Drake. And Zenlita, thank you for the 200 bits. 2 drums and a cymbal fall off a cliff.
Drake, why is all the rat away gone?
It's just a... Why is all the rat away gone? They're just trapped in a room and they're hearing... They're hearing...
Then the outro music plays.
Where's the rat away? It's in the other room. We'll go get it.
Boom, boom, boom.
I never thought life would be so super. Thank you so much, Zenlita. 200 bits. Dusk Ninja Kenji, thank you for the 200 bits as well. Hey guys, just watched some of your old content, Sarah. I loved your voice as Tifa and Final Fantasy VII Abridged. Keep up the amazing work.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah. Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. In best Sokka voice, eat cactus fruit. It'll prick ya. Nothing's prickier. It's the prickiest.
Oh my.
Nettle Norseman, thank you for the 200 bits. Since my last one wasn't that good, I don't want to say that.
I love my favorite segues of these puns is when you stop, there's silence, and then you go.
No, it's not even that good, and it's just gross. Thank you for the 200 bits, Nettle Norseman. Oh, Wyvern Rising, thank you for rating with a party of 8. And with that, I believe that's going to be it for the evening. Where should we send this party off to?
Where should we send this party off to?
Let's go raid Tabby. Why not?
Let us raid Tabitha.
Tabicato.
Let us raid Tabitha Catterson.
Cabison Cat.
Magic Ninja Go. I miss Kirby more. Thank you for the 10 bits. And right at the end, Twitch decided that it wanted to lag. First on the browser tab, then the app player goes silent, and I have to reload it. By the way, the browser tab is now finally getting the stream playing as I reloaded it. Well, goddamn, sorry to hear that. Let's go raid Tabby. What should our raid message be?
What's up, my dudes?
Sup, my dudes.
What's up,
Yeah.
dudes? Stop, boobs.
Sure, let's go for it. Sup, dudes. All right. Thanks for stopping by, chat. We'll see you next Wednesday for the Unexpectables.
Bye-bye.
And take care, everybody.
Farewell.
Have a good night, guys.